UTSA will have it at the 25-yard line. When you look at the defensive line, the front three, graduate, graduate, graduate. You look at the linebackers, graduate, graduate. You look at the inside linebackers, graduate, graduate. They work in a junior and a sophomore in the defensive backfield. They've also got a second sophomore and a couple of seniors. So UTSA has it first down at the 25. They'll operate from the right-hand hash mark to get this game underway. And Owen McCann sends McEwen and Amador out to the right, and he's got a wide receiver tight left. Single setback is Henry, and in motion comes McEwen. Under center is McCown. Play fake. Roll out to his left. Firing downfield and intercepted on the first play. 30-yard line, 20-yard line. This is going to be a pick six for South Florida, and that's exactly the way you did not want the game to go. Tavin Ward intercepts it. 6-0 South Florida, first play of the game.
Well, McCown faked the handoff to the right and then rolled to his left. And the right defensive end is who that looked like to me for South Florida. Either DJ Harris or Denard Flowers got in his face in a hurry. And about the time McCown let go of the ball, he was getting hit and it just sailed on him. Trying to see here, I think it was number 8. That'll be Travion Mitchell.
I was kind of wondering where the ball was going, and maybe there was just not enough oomph on it after he got hit.
I think he went high. I think he overthrew his guy, and that's because he was getting hit, and it just sailed on him.
So 8 seconds into the game, South Florida gets a touchdown and an extra point on defense, and they lead 7-0. And the Roadrunner offense has to go right back out there, and Owen has to have a short memory as Tavin Ward gets the pick six for South Florida.
Well, I think what the coaches are telling them is, look, guys, we knew we were going to have to score more than 7 points to win this game. So relax. Let's get the ball. I bet they reload their schedule of plays, their scripted plays, and nothing's changed. You were going to have to score more than 7 points to win this game anyway.
For what it's worth, guys, he's a lot of reassurance here on the sidelines from his linemen.
Well, he got lit up. I mean, he got nailed right as he let go of that ball. I don't think he was able to follow through like he normally would as well.
As far as on the sideline, all of our sideline reports brought to you by Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors, 485-1553, the only call you need to make. Here we go again, same situation, another kickoff, and this one will not be returnable either for Anderson, about 9 yards deep into the end zone. So we'll try it again and see if UTSA can get a drive going here.
Yeah, I think the only change you might see here is a handoff on first down.
Well, it's never a bad idea to hand the ball to Robert.
Yeah, and Robert Henry, what is he, second in the country in rushing right now, or third?
Yeah, I think he was third last week. I didn't see if it was up there. He only had about 90 last week, so he would have probably had to have more than that to stay or to move up above third. He's in the backfield. Owen goes under center. Amador and McEwen are tight to the right in an NFL set just inside the hash mark. McCown looks over 7 in the box, and he hands it to Henry, looking for a hole. There's a burst of speed, and he gets out to the 28 for 3 yards. This is an NFL stadium, so the numbers are closer to the middle of the field, but they do have the college hash marks, which are wider, and there's a bunch of tick marks on outside the numbers where the college numbers usually are. Second down and 7 for UTSA from the 28. 2 wide receivers stacked in an eye on the left. And here's a play fake and a pass over the middle, and it's incomplete. And McEwen was the intended receiver, and we're going to get a flag. I was wondering where that was coming from because Jonas DeLuca was all over Devin McEwen.
Yeah, and again, South Florida got through and had some contact.
Pass interference, number 3, defense. Automatic first down.
So that'll move the line out to about the 45. Let's see where if they're going to go further than that. They are. They're going to go all the way. I know they're going to go to the 39. That's where they're going to. South Florida was still backing up. The ball's at the 39. It's first down for UTSA. Trailing 7-0, but trying to put a drive together here. Empty gun for McCown for now. We'll see if Henry comes back into the backfield. For now, he's not. And now a check at the line from McCown. Blitz look, they're coming. McCown back to throw, fires over the middle. Great catch by Amador at the 45.
Go with it anyway, unless you're talking about taking 4 downs because they are on the USF side of the 50.
Houston Thomas, motion from left to right. Wing back right for now. Henry's the running back. McCown in the gun. 2 wide receivers on the right side. He's back to throw. Standing, looking, firing over the middle. Caught 40-yard line. Houston Thomas is going to get a first down to the 38. That was a second or third situation there as far as the progressions were concerned. Owen looking everybody off, and he found Houston for a first down.
Yeah, the tight end room, we've talked about it all season long.
2 wide receivers stacked in an eye on the left side where those numbers normally would be, but on those little tick marks. Well, wing left, wide receiver right. And here's a pass. It's a flea flicker. Now, Amador's going to run with it after they faked the double pass. And Amador is able to get all the way out to the 35-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 7 coming up.
Oddly enough, that's an RPO to David Amador.
Yeah.
Run pass option. Receiver wasn't open. Amador took it down and ran it.
Henry to the left side of McCown, takes the snap, and here's a pass over the middle. It's behind the receiver this time, intended for McEwen. And McEwen either started that cut a little bit too soon, and Owen threw it behind him, so it's 3rd down and 7. And I would imagine UTSA, if they get anything positive out of this play, is in 4-down territory.
Yeah, they don't miss on that slant very much at all. Owen throws that as well as Frank Harris used to throw that. That one just either behind or maybe McEwen was out of position.
UTSA converted its only 3rd down conversion earlier in this drive. 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 left, and the ball's in the middle of the field. They bring Henderson in at running back on the left hip of McCown. And Owen takes the snap and hands it to Henderson, and he's got room. He's got a first down and more. 20-yard line and all the way down to the 19. Everybody in the building thought they were going to throw it, and UTSA hit him with the draw for a first down.
Well, they saw how well that worked last week, and that is one way to slow down a rush that is getting to Owen McCown when he does drop back, is to run a draw play. That time, probably thinking they had another down if they needed it. Just didn't need it this time. First down, UTSA.
UTSA in the absolute power red zone. And we're going to get a false start. And it's on the left guard. I think it's Darrell Jones.
False start, number 74. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So UTSA will have 1st and 15, and all of a sudden they're not in the absolute power red zone.
Well, we've talked about pre-snap penalties, and now UTSA is behind the chains, 1st and 15. It just makes it that much more difficult against a really good South Florida football team to pick up the next first down.
3 wide receivers left, 2 right now for UTSA. Empty gun from McCown on 1st down and 15. Now they bring Henderson in motion behind quarterback McCown. They throw it over the middle, caught by Houston Thomas at the 20. Tries to break a couple of tackles, can't go any further than that. It's a 4-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, basically just trying to get back the penalty yardage. If he's able to break it for a little bit more, great, but very safe, preserving the attempted 3 if necessary, and not doing anything too risky.
Double wing set situation here with Amador being one of them, and here's a rollout and a toss to Houston Thomas going down to the left sideline and out of bounds, or tripped up inbounds around the 10. Should be close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it. I think it's going to be 1st and goal for UTSA.
They are
or
not
3rd and really short.
They are not moving the chains.
Yeah, they are not. So they need the 9 for a first down, 3rd down and 1. And I'm guessing, again, this will be 4-down territory. You're not going to beat South Florida with field goals. You got to match them score for score. 7-0 on the pick 6 to start the game, but UTSA coming back the other way. And here's the tush push with Overmeyer. And he takes the snap and he dives over the top and he pushes forward and he gets almost to the 8. They're going to spot it between the 8 and 9 yard lines, and that'll be 1st and goal for UTSA.
And this is also keeping USF offense off the field. This is a good long drive here.
They burned off about 7 minutes so far.
Almost 7 minutes off the clock. Because really, it wouldn't even matter if his arm was going forward.
Yeah.
Because the ball never hit the ground.
It didn't. Well, his arm never got forward either, and he never made a motion. He was wrapped up before he could get his arm in the air. So here's Gramatica on for another extra point. And the South Florida's vaunted offense hasn't taken the field yet, and UTSA is already in a 14-point hole. Snap back, kick on the way, and it's good. And it's 14-0 South Florida. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
Hey, UTSA fans, it's Andy Everett. I know you do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. A win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you love sports but don't love the pain of injuries, talk to the sports medicine specialists at UT Health San Antonio. As the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics, we're making lives better by offering the latest cutting-edge treatments to get you back in the game. From knees and hips to spines, hands, and shoulders. To find an orthopedic specialist, call 210-450-9300 or visit uthealthcare.org/ortho.
Grilling is a year-round tradition in Texas, and HEB has everything you need to become the master of the grill. So get everything to satisfy your cravings, from HEB Prime 1 Dino ribs and brisket steak burgers to traditional cuts like beef inside skirt steak, available in premium grades like HEB Wagyu and HEB Grass-Fed. Now you know. Come to HEB to fire up your grill to enjoy a delicious barbecue with friends and family. HEB, here, everything's better.
Roadrunner fans, I want to highlight a partner to our program. I'm proud to say that USAA is now the official military appreciation partner of Roadrunner Athletics. USAA was founded right here in San Antonio in 1922. More than 100 years later, they continue their commitment to serving the military community and their families. On behalf of UTSA Athletics and USAA, we'd like to thank all military families for their service and sacrifice.
UTSA fans, get ready for the Ancira punt for a pickup. At every home game, one lucky fan will have the chance to win a brand new truck courtesy of Ancira. Don't miss your chance. Be at the game and you can drive home in a brand new truck. And experience the ultimate driving machine with BMW. Visit your San Antonio BMW centers today and elevate every drive. BMW, proud partner of UTSA Athletics. Let's go down to the sideline for Ideal Precision Roofing. Call to the sidelines. And Ed, I'm sure that's a shock bench right now.
Yeah, after both scores by USF, there was just a stunned look on everyone's face, more so on the second one. The defense looking on like we haven't even taken the field and we're down 2 scores. But they're getting a lot of encouragement. There's no finger pointing. A couple of the defensive coaches have actually gone up to the offensive players, told them to keep their heads in the game, keep playing. Jess Lepp suggested that the USF defense may be tired, which is plausible. So let's see how it plays out. But right now, no finger pointing. They're still in the game.
All right, let's pause 10 seconds for identification. This is the UTSA Sports Network.
This is Ticket 760, KTKR San Antonio, your home for your sports. Make us the #1 preset in your car and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Bud Light proudly welcomes back UTSA fans to the Alamo Dome. This year, Bud Light is for the fans. So we'll be in the same situation here. And they're going to have Chase Leon kick off this time. I guess Adam Zuaki wore out his leg with 2 kicks. So they're going to bring in the second kicker that kicks off. And Anderson standing back at the goal line. And here's the approach. And this one is going to sail over Makai's head. And UTSA will operate at the 25 again. And they'll have first down at the 25-yard line. We've got 7:06 to play in the first quarter. 2 defensive scores by South Florida have given them a 14-0 lead. A pick 6 on the first play of the game. UTSA drove to the 2 and then fumbled it, and 98-yard return for a touchdown when all was said and done by Fred Gaskin. First down for UTSA. They put 4 wide receivers, including Henderson on the left side, an empty gun for McCann from the right-hand hash. Now Henderson comes back into the backfield and stands on the left hip of Owen McCann. He takes the snap. Here's the handoff to Henderson, looking for a hole, 30-yard line, and slithers out to the 33.
Wow. That was a good job of vision and patience by Will right there, going around the right side and then finally found a hole open, and he cut it up, picked up about 7 yards on first down.
So they're going to give him 8, so it's second down and 2 at the 33. And this time Henderson's on the right side of the formation. And McCown with a long count this time, takes the snap and drops to throw and zips one sideline, caught by Wilson down the sideline, still going, and then steps out of bounds just shy of midfield around the 47. Nice play that time of 14 and a first down for UTSA.
You know, I got to talk to AJ last week, and his confidence is just blossoming, and he loves to be the deep threat. He loves to be the fast guy.
They put two wide receivers on the wide side over to the right this time, and back to pass again is McCown. Deep ball down the left boundary, and Wilson's got it at the 20, and he steps out of bounds around the 15. Flag comes down late. I don't know where there was nobody in the vicinity there, unless they're going to call pass interference on A.J. Wilson.
I think A.J. got a little bit of a push there. And
pass interference. I'm ready for offense. 15-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
I saw A.J. get that's how he got his separation there to be able to catch that ball. Is just the slightest of push in the back.
UTSA is 0 for 3 on breaks so far in this game.
Yeah, see,
that's okay.
That's how he got the separation.
So that moves the ball all the way back to the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 25 for the Roadrunners.
Not sure he had to do that push either because the ball was thrown to the sideline side of the matchup.
Wilson goes in motion through the formation to the right side. And Owen's going to take the snap and throw a screen pass. Right side to Allen for the 35-yard line and thrown down at the 38. Actually, that was Hardy. Jamel Hardy with the catch. And UTSA gets yardage out to the 38. It'll be 2nd down and long.
Yeah, just trying to pick up some yardage there to get into a reasonable 3rd and whatever.
3 wide receivers on the left side and 1 on the right. And Henderson still in at running back. And back to pass again is McCown, and he's got time, and he fires into a double team, and making the catch at the 45-yard line was Houston Thomas. It's going to be shy of the first down by 2. UTSA or 3. UTSA's picked up 22 of those 25 yards. They got 3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 13.
Oh, 3rd down and 13. Okay, yeah, okay. They need a little bit more than that. The line to make is the 43. So 3rd and 13 from the 45-yard line, just shy of the 45-yard line, between the 44 and 45. 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. And Henderson's the running back. Do they do the draw play again? Not this time. Back to passes McCown. Under pressure. Can't escape. Sack to the 40. Flag comes down late. This could be a face mask.
Yeah, let's just another big hit on Owen McCown. I think they're going to get a holding call against UTSA here.
Holding, number 23, offense. Penalties decline. 4th down.
So UTSA will have to kick it away.
Yeah, Will Henderson caught for holding there, but you know, sometimes you got to do something to protect your quarterback.
He still got whacked too, because even though Will was trying to help him out.
Holding is a lot better than a lookout block, and Owen McCown heading to the sidelines injured.
Cale Hogan will kick it away from his 25. Christian Neptune is the punt returner for South Florida. He stands at the 15. South Florida changes everything on its line like they're coming, but they're not. And then this is a wobbly kick that's going to hit at the 25, take a bad bounce backwards, and it's off of a player. Did UTSA recover it? Is it off of a South Florida player?
I think it went off an South Florida foot.
It
That's
did.
UTSA ball.
UTSA is going to get it at the 26-yard line.
I didn't get the number of the player, but it went right off the back of his foot.
The bench is jumping up and down as if UTSA has the football, and the officials haven't made a signal yet.
That's what I saw. That ball came backwards, and I think it came backwards because it went off his foot, the South Florida foot. Ruling on the field is?
The ruling on the field was the punt was touched by the receiving team first, then recovered by the kicking team. Offside, number 21, receiving team. The penalties decline. First down, UTSA.
So UTSA is going to have first down and 10 at the
Timeout
26.
on the field.
What a big-time break that is for the Roadrunners, and we'll be back with this next possession after we step aside for a break. This is Roadrunners Football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
From gridlock to the gridiron, Subaru is committed to everyone arriving safely. Every Subaru at North Park Subaru starts with safety. From the award-winning EyeSight driver assist technology to the innovative driver-focused distraction mitigation system, driving a Subaru is like having your own personal offensive guard. Discover the award-winning Subaru lineup at North Park Subaru, San Antonio's #1 Subaru retailer and proud member of the Kalig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships.
Hi, this is James for Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors. When you need a company to inspect your roof for damages, make sure that inspection is free and the company is reliable. With 30 years experience, we've taken care of thousands of San Antonio homes. We are a GAF Master Elite contractor and veteran-owned business. We are Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors. Roofing, siding, and gutters. The only call you need to make. 210-485-1553 or idealprecisionroofing.com, the official roofer for UTSA Athletics.
Your credit card. But when you say you're not buying today, they immediately drop $2,000 off the price for today only. And before you leave, drop another $2,000 off, and then later call you offering to sell the same ring for $5,000. How can you trust a jeweler who routinely and systematically tries to take $10,000 for a $5,000 ring? At America's Diamond, all of our prices are clearly marked and everyone gets our lowest price every day of the year. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than the retail jeweler's very best sale price, or will refund the difference plus 25%. We design and handcraft our jewelry right here in San Antonio. You skip the retail middleman and buy much better quality for less money. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the Spurs and UTSA Athletics. Call 561-1000.
SureMed Emergency Medical Service is proud to serve San Antonio with trusted professional ambulance services 24/7, 365. Safely presented by SureMed EMS, the official EMS partner of UTSA Athletics. Let's go down to Ed with another sideline report and talking about the turf. A little slippery down there?
Yeah, the little slippery, and also because it's very soft. And so it lends itself to speed, but when you saw plays where, for instance, that pass to McCune where he slipped, that's going to happen in this kind of surface, but it's going to allow you to play fast. So it's a balance and see which one wins out.
There was a replay a little while ago when I mentioned that Owen tripped over the 50-yard line, and I saw the replay on the Jumbotron here, and they're big enough on both ends that we don't have to worry about any monitors here as long as they show the replays. And he basically planted his foot at the 48, and turf came up, and he fell to the ground.
That's exactly what is happening out here right now.
Yeah, South Florida is known for their team speed, so I'm sure they like a fast track down there. They like to think that they're faster than anybody, and they very well may be.
Well, we won't know yet because we haven't seen the offense.
Yeah, it'd be fun to actually see their offense.
Well, after you score on this drive.
Absolutely. I'm not in any big hurry.
Yeah. In fact, I just assume as long as they don't score any more points, the offense doesn't come on the field at all tonight. Because Byron Brown apparently is pretty good, but I haven't seen him play yet.
Yeah, who knows?
So they did review this, so we technically have a review, and that's brought to you by Wayne Wright, the official replay sponsor of UTSA Athletics. It was upheld. First down for UTSA. Henderson's the tailback. Wide receiver right, wide receiver left. Henderson leaves the gun empty. Now it's not an empty gun as he goes under center. McCown looks over a four-man front, sends Henderson motion, hand it to him on the jet sweep coming left, and ducks his head inside to the 28-yard line for that's probably going to be a loss of a yard.
That time DJ Harris, kind of a hybrid linebacker defensive end, was able to get upfield and turn that inside. And when Henderson cut it upfield, his foot came out from under him as well.
Amador goes right. Wilson's coming over to the left side. Robert Henry's back in at running back. And there's a two tight end set with Thomas and Dishman in the game. Owen looks over a three-man front for South Florida. And here's the snap and another handoff, and Henry's going to dance down to the 26 for a gain of about 3, and third down coming up in about 7 or 8 for UTSA.
Yeah, they're bringing different blitzes on virtually every play. That time Jalen Schuler, linebacker, came right up the middle and disrupted that play as well. UTSA just not knowing where they're coming from. They're disguising these very well.
Third down and 10 at the 27. They bring Dishman in tight right. Wide receiver left, 2 to the right for UTSA. McCown half roll out, delay draw again. Here comes Henry up the middle, and he's going to get another first down around the 15 to the 14-yard line. That's going to be a gain of at least 12. I think they're only going to give him the 15, but that's a second time tonight that they've run that delay, and Robert picks up the first down for UTSA.
Well, that's the way you slow down an exceedingly aggressive defense, is you do a little misdirection. That play, McCown started to his right, handed it back to Robert Henry going to his left, and they were able to pick up the first down. But that should start to slow down this pursuit of USF as we go forward.
Empty gun again for now for McCown with 5 wide receivers in the pattern. 3 on the right, 1 on the left. Ball pretty much in the middle of the field for UTSA right here. McCown snaps it. Here comes the blitz. He fires over the middle behind and incomplete as it was intended for Houston Thomas. That pass was just a little bit behind him, and Houston could not get squared up in second down. UTSA is in the Absolute Power red zone for the second time tonight. Absolute Power is at your service, absolute-pwr.com.
I have a feeling we're going to get tired of saying this guy's name, but Jalen Schuler, again, the 6'3", 230-pound linebacker, came on a blitz untouched on that play as well.
2nd and 10 from the 15. 2:21 to play in the quarter. UTSA down 14-0 on 2 defensive scores by South Florida. McCown with Henry on his right hip. Takes the snap, play fake it, throw it to the boundary on the right side. Trying to come back to catch it was McEwen. And once again, the turf drug him to the ground as he slipped trying to come back to that back shoulder fade.
Yeah, that was for the back shoulder, and almost looked like Devin McEwen didn't realize it was back shoulder. McCown had to get rid of that a little bit early again because of the pressure, and McEwen just wasn't ready for it when it got there.
So UTSA needs positive yards here to probably otherwise kick a field goal. More importantly, they want anything but a negative play. 3 wide receivers on the left side, none on the right for now, and Henry's the running back. And here's the snap from McCown. Here comes the pressure. He fires to the end zone, and it's over everybody's head, but a flag comes down. South Florida says, what do we do? Now, that time Robert Henry had a great block to pick up the blitz. So let's see what the flag is. The flag is in the secondary. South Florida doesn't seem to be too happy about it.
Holding.
And South Florida has a player that's injured as well.
The player that is injured is number 10. Trying to get a name on
Ira
him.
Singleton.
Ira Singleton.
There is no defensive holding on the play. 4th down.
So UTSA right here probably needs to get some points and see if they can stop South Florida and get the ball back as they attend to the player down on the field. We have 2:12 to play in this second quarter. And if you're just joining us, you didn't miss much from a UTSA perspective. The first play of the game, Owen McCown got hit as he threw, and it was a pick 6. And then UTSA drove all the way down to the 2-yard line. And as he was trying to throw again, he got hit before he could get into his throwing motion. Ball popped out, and it was a 98-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown for South Florida. So they're trying to take care of the injured South Florida player down around the 25-yard line. And I would assume we're going to see Michael Petro on 4th down and 10 from the 15, but we'll see what Jeff decides to do here.
He's on the field right now, so looks like he's getting ready to step in and attempt the field goal.
Yeah, that's looking good. The injured player
was Singleton.
Is up and moving. They were checking his lower left leg, and he doesn't seem to be having any trouble coming off the field, so that's always good to see.
So here comes Michael Petro into the field. This will be a 32-yard field goal attempt, pretty much right in the middle of the field. I'm sure that they've been working on this in warm-up, so Michael's probably aware of the slippery turf, and he's ready to try the field goal. Just to the right of the center of the field for Petro. And this went from 32 to put UTSA on the board. Snap back, good snap, good hold. Michael's kick is on the way, and he drills it. And with 2:07 to play in the second quarter, UTSA is on the scoreboard. It's 14-3. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Take advantage of exceptional lease offers today.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
Hey, Roadrunner fans, are you ready to take your future to new heights? The Texas Air National Guard is calling you. Serve part-time, stay close to home, and enjoy benefits like $20,000 in tuition assistance, a monthly stipend, and real-world career experience. The closest base is the 149th Fighter Wing on Lackland Air Force Base. Make a difference for Texas and for your future. Call today at 210-925-5827 or Google Texas Air National Guard online today. Birds up.
After a serious accident, you want the best results and deserve the best settlement possible. Best lawyer in San Antonio, SA Scene 2022, Attorney Wayne Wright. Don't wait. Call 888-8888 San Antonio. Wayne Wright, leading 18-wheeler and big truck accident victims to justice for over 40 years. Hit by an 18-wheeler? Call Wayne Wright Injury Lawyers. Respect. Justice. Demand it. 888-8888 San Antonio.
Call Cowboys Air Conditioning and Heating day or night at 210-934-2077 to take advantage of their 1-hour arrival guarantee. Cowboys AC, the official HVAC sponsor of UTSA Athletics. Go local, go Cowboys, and go Roadrunners. UTSA down 14-3. South Florida's going to get the ball for the first time. Byron Brown had to re-warm up because he hasn't touched it. And this is one of those nights where time of possession is a most meaningless stat. The Roadrunners have had it for all 12 minutes and 53 seconds of the first quarter. But an important drive coming up defensively for UTSA to try to slow down the South Florida offense. Byron Brown's the quarterback, and Sam Franklin, a really good running back. Singleton, Koger, Neptune, and if we see Chas Nimrod's their top receiver, but he's been injured the last couple of weeks, and we don't know if he's going to play or not yet. Alvin Isaac is the deep man for South Florida, standing at the goal line. Jaffer Murphy's got it teed up at the 35 to kick this one off from right to left. Jaffer counts everybody to make sure that there's only 11 on the field. And here comes the kick. We get the cue from everyone to proceed. Let's see if Jaffer kicks it out of the end zone. Line drive kick that's angling towards the sideline, and unfortunately it's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to put the ball at the 35. So something else has gone wrong for UTSA. That was not the plan there.
Kickoff out of bounds. 99 kicking team. The ball replaced at the 35-yard line.
Simply inexcusable.
You reminded me during one of the breaks when it was 14-0 that UTSA played a game at Memphis a few years ago where they got shellacked early in the first quarter and then made a nice comeback with a field goal at the end of the game to win it.
Yeah, let's not write this off as a done deal. UTSA is moving the ball great. It's had its challenges, but they have moved the ball here in the first quarter. Now we're finally going to get to see the South Florida offense.
First down for South Florida in the middle of the field at the 35. He'll hand it off to Davenport, running to the left. Breaks a tackle and gets across the 40-yard line out to the 42. That's going to be a gain of 7. So instead of Franklin, it's Nakai Davenport. a sophomore from Roswell, Georgia, that gets the first start tonight for South Florida running back. 2 wide receivers over on the left side. They go with tempo. They send one of those receivers in motion. They're going to hand it to him again. No, it's going to Brown on the keeper, and he breaks a tackle at the 40, and he's going to run down the sideline and hurdle to the 40-yard line. UTSA had him in the backfield, but you got to wrap up Byron Brown. He's just too big and too strong, and they couldn't get him down for a loss, and he picks up a South Florida first down.
Yeah, Jimmy Wyrick over there just couldn't bring him to the ground.
And he will hand it this time again to Davenport, and he's all the way down to the 22, and that's going to be 18 more on that run against the UTSA defense.
Zach Morris on the tackle there, but way downfield.
First down at the 22. Snap it to Brown. Back to throw. Hit in the backfield, but breaks away from that one and then gets whacked at the 16-yard line. A sandwich between a couple of Roadrunners. One of them was Shad Banks.
Yeah, should have had him in the backfield, but again, I mean, there's a reason they say that Brown is hard to bring down.
He got 7. He should have had a loss of 7. It's second down and 3 at the 15. Wing right, 2 wide receivers on the right side. Snap it back to Brown again. Here comes the blitz. He tries to get away from it, drags a tackler to the first down marker at the 12-yard line.
I think
it's going to be just a little bit short.
Yeah. His knee touched down before he got the first down, but it's third and a whisper.
And they slow down for a little bit right here so everybody can catch their breath. Rubin is in the game as a wide receiver. So is Singleton. They all come in tight this time. And it's pretty much a quarterback sneak tush-push situation here for Byron Brown. They don't have far to go. UTSA's all bunched up as well. Long count trying to draw UTSA offsides, not working yet. And South Florida's going to call. That's the end of the quarter.
The first quarter.
After one quarter, it's 14-3, but South Florida's in the red zone. If you're looking for shopping, dining, and entertainment, it's all in one place at the Rim. It's where San Antonio comes to shop, dine, and explore. Visit therimsa.com to view all upcoming events. This is UTSA Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kaylee Gatto Group.
Whataburger knows that watch party planning comes with its own set of challenges. Finding enough chairs for the extra friends your friends brought. Managing Chet's ref rage in the third quarter. Staying calm when they won't just run the ball. And then you have to feed everyone. What are you going to do? That's easy. The What a Wings Party Pack. 72 boneless tender bites, a family fry box, and all the sauces you'll need. And seriously, just run the ball. The What a Wings Party Pack. Get yours today at Whataburger.
Man, I am starving.
Let's go to Matanga's Pizzeria.
Where? Matanga's?
Matanga's. They were voted best pizza in all of San Antonio. I drench my pizza in their ranch dips. I would swim in their Texas ranch if they would let me. Let's get the Honey Bear Pizza. It's absolute fire. You've got to try it.
I am sold. Let's go to Matanga's Pizzeria.
MATTENGAS. Howdy, y'all, from Pedrati's Ranch. Are you ready to take your company event to the next level? Well, we've got all the space you need for epic company picnics, magical Christmas parties, productive company meetings, and team building experiences that leave your crew with big smiles and unstoppable determination. We're proud to be family owned and operated, and our roots run as deep as our commitment to Texas hospitality. Here at Pedrati's Ranch, you're more than just a company, you are family. Check us out today at Pedratis.com. That's Pedratis.com.
Go Roadrunners! And when you're looking for another winner, think Ancira.com. Browse through thousands of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and RVs. Shop for your next new Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford, Buick, or GMC. Or if you're looking for an import, we have a huge selection of Nissans, VWs, and Kias. Or for your home away from home, a full line of RVs and campers. And you'll always get the lowest Ancira price, in-store or online at Ancira.com.
We are coming to you live from the UT Health San Antonio broadcast booth, the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics. And Roadrunner fans, Credit Human is proud to be an official sponsor of the Roadrunners. Check them out at credithuman.com and go Roadrunners. So, Ed, what's the message from Jess Lepp and the defensive staff down here with 3rd and 1, 3rd and about an inch coming up? They'll turn around and go the other way.
Play hard, stay engaged, give up.
So we'll see if UTSA can do that. Even if they pick up the first down, UTSA will still have a chance to keep them out of the end zone. They're certainly in field goal range. But what the Roadrunners would love to get right here is some kind of a turnover, but South Florida doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Well, fighting tooth and nail. I mean, this is the first drive of the game. It's not often you don't see an offense until about 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. But UTSA is getting their first look at South Florida and just how fast they go and how fast they are and how difficult Brown is to bring down. So they'll make the adjustments. Best thing they can do right now, obviously, a turnover would be awesome, but to hold them to a field goal attempt and give the UTSA defense some confidence.
Everything.
I think we're going to, and we're not getting Ed right now. We'll have to figure that out here in just a second. We're on the air next week from South Florida at 9 o'clock, or from Charlotte at 9 o'clock in the morning. That game was announced earlier this week. So UTSA at Charlotte next Saturday from North Carolina. We're on the air at 9. Kick is at 11. If you're in the Eastern time zone, it's an hour later. They'll tell us when we're going to play East Carolina on the 22nd on Monday morning. It's third down and about a foot and a half or so for South Florida. The ball's at the UTSA 13-yard line, and they put Neptune on the left and two wide receivers over on the far side.
Wow. This might be saying if it takes us 2 plays, it takes us 2 plays. They're not. I mean, last we saw them, they came out in the tush-push formation, and they may still do it.
And here they go again as Brown goes under center. He's a big guy, 6'3", 230, and they're going to try to tush-push him here. Long count again, and he finally takes the snap. He pulls it out, and he options to the left. He breaks the tackle. He gets the first down. He gets a touchdown. Well, that's an option, and they ran the option perfectly. UTSA was all bunched up inside, and South Florida is out to a 20-3 lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great play call, but UTSA had it. 2 missed tackles is why Brown is standing in the end zone. I know he's hard to tackle, but no one goes anywhere without their legs. So you wrap up the legs and you bring them down. You still got to tackle the guy.
So a tough drive for the UTSA defense on South Florida's first drive of the game, and here's Gramatica in for the point after, and he kicks it through, and the lead is 21-3 for the South Florida Bulls. They're up now by 18, and the UTSA offense can hopefully return back on the field and have some success in the end zone. Their drives have been pretty good today. The first one was not with the pick six. The second one was good until the last play of that drive, and that ended up in a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And now with their first possession of the game, South Florida makes it 21-3, and UTSA's offense has to come back with an answer as quickly as they can.
Yeah, the offense now has to start keeping them in the game. The defense will adjust. Again, first time they saw the South Florida offense, so they'll make adjustments over there on the sidelines now. And they're just going to have to run a bunch of guys at Brown and get a lot of guys around the football, because one-on-one, he's broken every tackle so far that is one-on-one.
Jay, what I was trying to say earlier was everything is advertised. He's not only fast, but he's incredibly strong.
Well, he has shown that. I mean, that play right there, 2 pretty good tacklers. It was Jimmy Wyrick and Brandon Tucker both had hands on him and couldn't bring him to the ground.
Here's Zuicki again this time to kick it off. This is returnable, but Anderson's going to wave the fair catch hand, and the UTSA Roadrunners will take it out at the 25-yard line. Let's pause 10 seconds for identification. This is the UTSA Sports Network.
This is Ticket 760, KTKR San Antonio, your home for your sports. Make us the #1 preset in your car and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
First down for UTSA at the 25. They'll operate just to the right on the left-hand hash mark this time, going from north to south, left to right here in the second quarter. In an 18-point hole, but they got to start digging themselves out of it. A long, sustained drive right here again to try to wear out this South Florida defense and get in the end zone. McEwen on the right side with Amador in the slot, and Henry's the running back. 2 wingbacks in the game. McEwen comes in motion, and here's the screen pass to Devin. Makes one man miss, can't make the second one miss. Loss of 1 back to the 24.
Yeah, that looked to me like McEwen, he's coming from a wide out position and coming towards the inside. It just seemed like he he went too far inside and made it real easy for the interior defensive players to get to him, and lost maybe a half a yard on that play.
Hendricks, the running back, on the left hip of Owen McCown on 2nd down and 11. Overmeyer in motion, and rolling out to his left is McCann. Fires downfield. Amador wide open, 45. Makes a move, 50. Down the sideline, out of bounds at the 45. Over on the far side by the UTSA bench. That's going to be a gain of 31 and a Roadrunner first down to the 45.
You know what that looked like? The very first play of the game. But this time the right defensive end didn't get into Owen McCown, and it's a big gainer for the Roadrunners.
And that should loosen up the box and maybe give Roberts some more running room, or whoever's in the game. Roberts in there right now. They're going to hand it to him. Here's the flea flicker again. McCown's going to chuck one downfield. It's going to be caught by Overmeyer at the 10. He's to the 5. He's to the end zone. Touchdown. But I don't think this is going to count. I think Patrick stepped out of bounds and was the first to touch it when he came back in. The referee's hat is down at the 10-yard line. Hopefully this is a Roadrunner touchdown. They may rule that he was pushed out.
He put his hat back on.
Yeah. They're going to call it a touchdown. Wow, that was a terrific play by Patrick Overmeyer. Both officials put their hats down on the ground as if he stepped out of bounds. That counts for a score, and UTSA is on the board on offense.
You know, you can get pushed out of bounds. We're looking at the top of the screen.
For a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
And that will be another Wainwright review, the official injury attorney of UTSA Athletics.
He definitely stepped out of bounds. There is no doubt.
I thought he did on the initial look.
Now, the only question that you've got is, was he pushed? And did he immediately try to come back in bounds, or did he run down the sidelines a little ways?
But still, he would be the first to touch it.
Doesn't matter. If you're shoved out of bounds.
If he's shoved out of bounds, yes.
Then you have the chance to he couldn't run 10 yards down the field and then come back in. But you see his left foot here, and he was definitely pushed. I just don't know if they're going to say he got pushed out of bounds, because he did take one step in bounds and then a step out of bounds. See how he's fighting around to the outside. You know what? I don't think they're going to call that he was pushed out of bounds. I think this will come back.
There was a lot of holding over there, too.
Well, unfortunately, they can't go back and throw a flag for holding.
Patrick made a terrific run after he caught it, too. But I thought he was out of bounds, and here we go with the call.
Further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
There you go. Roadrunners will take it. Overmeyer in the end zone. It's 21-9.
Well, I'm not going to argue with it.
I'm not either.
We'll take the 6 points, but it really looked to me like his left foot went out of bounds, and he was not forced out of bounds. So UTSA gets a break there. God knows they've given South Florida
a lot of breaks
right now. We'll take one for sure, but that's kind of a weird call for me.
So here's the extra point for Michael Petro. And the snap back and the kick is good. And I think, is there a flag down or not? Nope, there's not. It is the good extra point for Petro. UTSA trails 21-10, 13:46 to play second quarter. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-Legato Group.
Hey, Roadrunners, need a boost to power through class, workouts, or game day? Grab Nerd Focus Energy Drink packed with the energy you need to stay sharp and unstoppable. Fuel your focus, crush your goals, and keep the energy flowing all day long. Nerd Focus contains our proprietary blend of nootropics that enhance focus and concentration, boost stamina and strength, and ramp up motivation. Pick up Nerd Focus Energy Drink at your local H-E-B and level up your game.
It's time for a financial cooperative that's focused on the reason it exists in the first place. To improve the lives of its members, and in turn, the places they live their lives. It's time for Credit Human, a credit union that understands that you want sensible conversations about your financial health and simple tools that help you plan, save, and borrow responsibly. It's time to be more human. Credit Human, a federal credit union. Get to know us at credithuman.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
You don't need an excuse to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We're going to give you 3. Wings, beer, sports. Wings. Our wings are covered with any of 26 signature flavors. Buy one, get one every Tuesday. Beer. 20 ice-cold varieties of draft beer plus dozens more in cans and bottles. Happy hour daily from 3 to 6. Sports. The Roadrunners are always on, as is any game you want to see. There are 8 area locations in the 210. Buffalo Wild Wings. Say it with me. Wings, beer, sports.
At Frost Bank, we believe young people are fearless. Look at the 2 biggest tech companies, both created by people under 25. Or when the world's biggest band flew over from England, they were all under 25. Our youngest customers are capable of amazing achievements, but they're still figuring out who they are. So we help by waiving the monthly service charge on certain accounts for account holders under age 25. It's about supporting the next generation. It's about more than money. Frost Bank.
For 80 years, Goodwill San Antonio has been transforming the lives of people in our community through work, because every time you donate or shop at Goodwill, you create real paths to career training and jobs. Thank you for making our first 80 years a success. Good job, everyone. Well, I would imagine, Ed, the sideline's a little bit more perked up right now, and if they can get a stop, they can get right back in this game.
Yeah, Andy, they have been moving the ball very well throughout this game. Obviously, those 2 turnovers notwithstanding. But they're feeling pretty confident about what they're trying to do and able to do. So now it's just a question of defensive stop, a couple of breaks.
So Jaffer Murphy's going to kick it away again. The last
try
one,
to keep this one in bounds.
Yeah, and this one's got to be in bounds. Alvin Isaac is back deep, the kick returner for South Florida. UTSA's got to figure out a way to stop their offense. On their first possession, they were able to get in the end zone. And UTSA's got to come away with a big play offensively here. Murphy's going to kick it away to Isaac, but so far all the kicks have not been returned tonight. Murphy approaches, puts a big foot into this one, much better, over everyone's head, and that one's a good 9 yards deep in the end zone as well. The wind doesn't seem to be much of a factor if you look at the little flags and the streamers on the goalposts, but way up top in the top deck of the stadium, there's some wind up there.
Yeah, the flags are...
They're kind of blowing towards us as if the wind were coming out of the east, but maybe that it's a little easier kicking from left to right than right to left tonight. All right, first down for Byron Brown and the South Florida offense. They put 2 wide receivers on either side, and they send Sullivan in motion. He's a wingback on the right. And here's Brown to throw, rolling out to his right, zips one downfield. It's caught by Neptune at the 42-yard line for a gain of 17.
Yeah, he just settled in right in between the shorter and deeper coverage, and beautiful pass by Brown.
And another pass to the sideline, caught again by Neptune, right down the boundary before Banks throws him out of bounds, and 3 flags come down right at the point of contact. Let's see what this is all about.
UTSA have a face mask there.
I don't think anybody was near the face mask, but maybe so.
They're going to call holding against South Florida. That's what it looks like.
I mean, Banks hit Neptune from behind as he was going out of bounds, so
yeah,
they're going to bring this one back.
That was a good hit.
Holding, number 11, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Keyshawn Singleton, the guilty party, a wide receiver over there blocking for him. So the penalty moves the ball back to the 40-yard line, so it's basically 1st and 10 again. Or 1st and 11. It turns out to be, it was going to be close to, if not a first down for Neptune. And now it's 1st down and 11 from the 40 for the Bulls. Once again, Sullivan goes in motion. And here is a throw to the right sideline, left sideline to Neptune. It has a move to the 45. He's pushed out of bounds to the 47-yard line. 7-yard pickup, 2nd down.
Yeah, it's still a little difficulty tackling right now for UTSA. They're going to have to get these guys to the ground, or they'll pick up an extra 3-4 yards every play.
Here's an option play to the right, and keeping it is Brown, 50-yard line, 40-yard line, 30 down the sideline. He's to the 15, and he's just going to waltz himself out of bounds untouched. That's going to be a big gain down to the 15, and that one's going to be about 37 on that run for Brown.
That was just a great juke. He put a move on Banks that actually made the feet come out from under Banks.
Neptune's to the left side of Brown. Wide receivers on both sides. Here's a play fake, and Brown's going to roll out to his right. He can throw to the end zone. Wide open, Neptune. Touchdown, South Florida. It's way too easy for this South Florida offense right now. They march right down the field and add 6 more for now. It's now 27-10, and the extra point to come for the Bulls.
Well, Zach Morris just lost sight of the guy that he was covering. Looks like number 11, Keyshawn Singleton. And he just lost him, and he got about 5 yards behind Zach Morris, and it was an easy pitch and catch for Byron Brown and Keyshawn Singleton.
Well, you can see how this South Florida team is really, really good. They had the lead at Memphis and then blew that lead in the second half. They won at Florida. They were in the game with Miami for a while. They are a well-oiled machine and playing very well tonight. And with 12:21 to go in the second quarter, they have a 28-10 lead. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kaylee Gatto Group.
San Antonio is known as Military City. The military attorneys at Daniel Conway and Associates have decades of experience helping current and former military members. Their attorneys regularly handle disability, medical retirement cases, records corrections, discharge upgrades, court-martials, separation boards, and appeals. They represent members worldwide. For more information or to schedule a free initial consultation, contact them at militaryattorney.com or 210-934-UCMJ.
When you donate or shop at a local Goodwill, you help train future nurses, office professionals, landscapers, pharmacy technicians, truck drivers, and more, right here in our community. Through Goodwill's career training programs, we create opportunities for people to secure a good job. For many, stepping into a professional career can change their life. To learn more, visit goodwillsa.org/goodjob. Good job, everyone.
Texas is full of adventures. From hill country to piney woods, Gulf Coast to the valley, there's a Ford SUV to get you there in style, in comfort, and with the capability to help you make the most of it. Ford Escape, Explorer, Bronco, Bronco Sport, and the all-new Ford Expedition. For adventures of every size, there's a Ford SUV that fits. Test drive one today at your Texas Ford dealer, and you'll see why.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Attention Roadrunners, Taco Cabana is a proud supporter of UTSA Athletics. Download the MyTC Rewards app and sign up to get a $5 reward plus additional offers and discounts. Plus, you can locate the closest Taco Cabana to take full advantage of our mobile ordering feature. So, before you throw your birds up, make sure you're fueled up. Order online or through the MyTC Rewards app for frequent, exclusive discounts on all your favorite menu items.
This year, every UTSA field goal and extra point means more than a score. Kaylee Gatto Group and North Park Subaru will be making a donation for every Roadrunner's successful kick to the Texas Animal Defense League and to Roy Moss Youth Alternatives, providing shelter and counseling to children in need. Love, it's what makes a car a Subaru. Well, when we were talking about this game all week, we knew that the winning team was probably going to have to score in the 40s, and South Florida's almost there, but UTSA's got to keep going and keep putting points on the board. And I think the opportunity's there. They've played offense very, very well. They can't stop Byron Brown right now. And Ed, you mentioned just a second ago, I think the NFL scouts may be pushing him up on the draft board.
Yeah, they've got to be drooling over his prospects. I mean, he could run. He's got a great head on his shoulders. He's still a little untested in the passing game. They haven't really pressured him yet. In terms of size and speed and just the headiness of the quarterback needs, he's got it in spades.
Here's the kickoff coming from South Florida, and it will be Zuagi again to kick it away. Just in case he messes up, Makai Anderson's back deep. And this one's end over end and not returnable. UTSA will have it at the 25. Women's basketball score tonight from Lubbock. Texas Tech leads UTSA 51-39 at the end of the third period. UTSA will take on SIU Edwardsville tomorrow. We'll be on the air at noon with the basketball broadcast. The reason that's a noon game is because they're a a volleyball game tomorrow night in the Convo. So lots of things happening with volleyball. Soccer's playing in Bradenton just down the road. And so a lot of things happening with UTSA athletics. First down for Owen McCann, and they have the ball at the 25 right in the middle of the field. DJ Allen goes left, wing back right is McEwen. He goes in motion over to join Allen on the left side. Snap it to him, throw it on the left side. It's caught by Allen, and he is hit immediately. There's a flag down, so either UTSA had an illegal formation or South Florida was offsides because it happened as soon as the ball was snapped.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be against UTSA. It'd be a 5-yard penalty, so it must have been a formation penalty. And assuming South Florida will decline this penalty because UTSA lost a yard or two on it.
Well, they have the ball marked right now at the 27. So it's either 2nd and 8 if they decline it, or 1st and 15.
Illegal shift. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
Looks like they're going to take it.
So that'll move it back to the 20, and UTSA will start this drive basically over. So DJ Allen's going to come to the right side. Amador is going to go over to the left. And Henry's the running back for UTSA. Robert only 14 yards rushing so far in the game. He'd like to break a long one right here. They send Amador in motion. Back to passes McCown. Throw it to Henry at the 18. Makes a man miss the 20. Second guy doesn't. And he stopped right there. It'll be 2nd down.
See, there's another example right there how number 4, Michael Williams, we just came in unblocked, and Owen McCown had to get rid of the ball early, and it was an errant pass, not real accurate, and Robert Henry went nowhere with it.
2nd down and 15. McCown throws a screen pass out to Amador, and he can't hang on to it. The ball, he looked to run just as the ball was about to hit his hands. It's going to be 3rd down and 15 for UTSA with 11:26 to play in the second quarter and down 28-10.
UTSA seems to be getting antsy right now, and I get that, things aren't going their way right now, but let the process work. Work your way up the field, get you some points.
UTSA needs to convert this 3rd down here to avoid giving the ball back to South Florida. Trips to the right, one to the left, empty gun as Henry goes in motion. And they throw a screen pass to him, and it's blown dead. Oh, this will be a false start.
And yet again, coming in off the edge.
False start. Number 55. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Another defensive end coming in unblocked. Unblocked. That was Rico Watson coming in unblocked.
So 3rd down and 20 for UTSA. They've gone backwards on this drive, back at the 20, from the 25 back to the 15. Trips right, one left. Henry the running back. 2-man front, 2 guys standing up for South Florida on either edge. McCown takes the snap. Here's the handoff to Henry. Coming to the left side, gets out to the 23, and UTSA will punt. They weren't going to probably pick up 3rd and 20 on a pass because everybody was in coverage. They were hoping Robert could break something. He does not, and UTSA will have to punt.
Well, he got half of it, basically. He picked up 10. They're going to say more like 8.
So here's Cale Hogan to kick it away. Christian Neptune is back deep for South Florida. The last punt, he had a South Florida player and gave UTSA the ball back. But this one's a wobbly kick. Neptune runs underneath it and makes a fair catch at the 35-yard line. 10:47 to play in the second quarter. I'm surprised that we're not taking a timeout right here because we're running out of time in this quarter with 3 more breaks to go, but I guess they're going to play on. 1st and 10 at the 35 with 10:47 to play.
Well, let's see if UTSA can make those adjustments to at least slow up this South Florida offense.
Singleton comes over on the right side along with Neptune, and actually Neptune's going to go back into the backfield. Jonathan Eccles is out there in the slot, and now they switch the backs that were bracketing Brown. He takes the snap, He keeps it right up the middle, runs forward to the 40-yard line, and that's going to be a pickup of about 6. They give him the 41.
Yeah, just a great job of the fake. I'm kind of wondering why UTSA isn't just focusing on Brown right now.
2nd down and 4, and this time it's a handoff. Coming left, big hole. Here goes Davenport down the boundary, 30, 20-yard line, 10-yard line. He's going to score a touchdown. That one is going to be good for 59, and it's 34-10.
And, of course, I want them to focus on Brown, and Davenport takes it all the way.
And he's their 3rd running back. We haven't seen Alvin Isaac, and the starter, Sam Franklin, haven't even played tonight. And with 10:15 to play, it's 34-10 and about to be 35 with Grammatica attempt the extra point.
Average yards per play is just a ridiculous number right now for South Florida.
Here's Grammatica with the kick. And he puts it through. And with 10:15 to play in the second quarter, it's all South Florida for now. UTSA's got to figure out a way to get back in this game. They're down 35-10. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
A successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, an official partner of UTSA Athletics, is here to assist. Our holistic approach to retirement planning looks at your financial landscape so that we can create customized strategies that align with your long-term goals. Start planning your retirement today. Visit swdgroup.com or give us a call at 1-87-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Investment Group is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. UTSA Athletics is a paid sponsorship program. They're neither a current client nor an affiliated entity of, nor does it endorse SWD.
Explore the beach, ranch, neighborhood, and golf course in style with a custom-designed golf car from Mission Golf Cars. Easy to use, easy to maintain, and just plain fun. Come visit their local San Antonio and Boerne showrooms and see why they're America's top easy-go retailer. Or check out their custom inventory online at missiongolfcars.com. Mission Golf Cars. What's your mission?
Prestige ER is a fully equipped, full-service emergency room. We listen to every patient and make sure you get the best possible care. The benefits are short waits, our personalized approach, and faster service. Equipped with X-ray, CT, and ultrasound, there are 4 locations across 1604, giving you another choice to get the care and attention you deserve. Here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Prestige Emergency Room. Emergencies don't wait, and neither should you.
Looking for shopping, dining, and entertainment all in one place? Come to The Rim, San Antonio's premier destination. With dozens of your favorite restaurants, stylish retail shops, and live events happening all year round, there's always something new to discover. Whether it's a family outing, a night out with friends, or a little retail therapy, The Rim has it all. Conveniently located off I-10, The Rim is where San Antonio comes to shop, dine, and explore. Visit therimsa.com to view all upcoming events.
Frost Bank is a proud sponsor of the Roadrunners, and they want you to make a winning financial call. Contact the Frost Banker for advice 24/7, 365. And save time after the game by ordering Taco Cabana online at tacocabana.com or on the MyTC Loyalty app. Sign up for great rewards and exclusive offers only at Taco Cabana. Ed, I would imagine that the bench is getting dejected and searching for answers right now.
Yeah, they're getting some static from the coaches. There are about 3 players that are getting a talking to, but at the same time, the looks on the faces are a little bit of dejection, and there's also, we're playing hard, but these guys are good. So it's a combination of both of those. Got to clean up some alignment issues, apparently, from these conversations. But, South Florida right now is a much, much better team than even we thought when we came here. We gave them a lot of respect, but these guys are level.
Well, I know Florida's having a down year, and they were having a down year early in the season, too, and that's one of the reasons why they were able to go there and win in Gainesville. And they, I don't know how they lost to Memphis. They had a huge lead in that game, and Memphis came back and beat them. But this is as good of a football team as UTSA has played in the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, and that includes A&M this year.
Yeah, I think so. At least they're playing better than A&M did in the first game of the season. This is going to go out of the end zone. UTSA will have it at the 25. And I'm not saying South Florida would beat A&M if they played in a tournament game or a playoff game. I would still give the edge to A&M. They have more, bigger, better players, but the execution that they have tonight has been pretty flawless.
Yeah, they've been on everything, and you can see it in the faces and in the eyes of the players right now, and they got to regroup in the middle of the game. They don't have time to go to the locker room and figure it out.
Yeah, we still have 10:15 to play in the second quarter, and UTSA will send Wilson to the right side and Devin McEwen over on the left. The running back is Will Henderson, and it's a two-man front with two stand-up ends, now a three-man front for South Florida. And here's the handoff, and Henderson piles over right tackle and gets positive yards out to the 30. The other thing UTSA would love to do, too, especially with South Florida getting the ball to start the third, is take as much time off this second quarter clock as they can and not give it right back to South Florida, which has to have, with UTSA having to have a tired defense right now.
Yeah, the defense is definitely gassed down here.
Second down and 5, 9:49 to play. Two wide receivers, one to either side. McCown takes the shotgun snap, three-step drop, steps up in the pocket, rolls out to his left, fires downfield, caught by Thomas at the 50, rumbling to the 45-yard line. That will be a gain of 25. Positive yards for UTSA. First down into South Florida territory.
Guys, I got to disagree with you on the defense being tired. They've been out there for 13 plays. If they're tired, they...
Here's the snap back in, a handoff to Henderson, coming to the left, and not much running room there. He'll get back to the line. I don't know that tired's the right word. Dejected, confused, and have no idea what to do next.
That I'll agree with, but being tired, they've been on the field for 13 plays. I think what UTSA here needs here is a 2-for-1 like in basketball. They need to go down and score in about 4 minutes. They need to make a defensive stand, and then they need to go score again before the half.
Second down for UTSA and 10 from the 45. McCown with the snap, play fake the throw, pressure comes, up in the pocket, no one blocked. 3 players. There were 2 offensive linemen trying to protect Owen. The other 3 were on top of him before they could get there. It's a loss of 6. It's 3rd and 16 back at the 49.
Yeah, you don't often see this, but Kamar, Missouri got beat on that play by DJ Harris, a guy that's 80 pounds. Smaller than Kamar, Missouri, maybe 70 pounds. But now UTSA back behind the chains now, 3rd and a bunch, looks like 16. This could be a 2-play, depending on what happens on 3rd down. There could be a 4th down play as well.
Jaron Randall to the left, 3 wide receivers to the right. McCown back to throw. He's sacked again. Back at the 42, UTSA will have to kick it away.
They're just bringing guys from everywhere.
Well, especially when UTSA goes 4 or 5 wide, they're bringing the house and single covering the receivers, and there's just not enough guys to block.
That's Ira Singleton right there that came in from the left side this time. The previous sack came from the right side, and DJ Harris, and now UTSA is going to have to kick the ball away.
Neptune retreats back to the 15-yard line. UTSA gets an extra body on the field just a little bit late. South Florida switches up its defense. They're offsides, and now they blow the whistle dead, before the play dead before Cale can kick it.
Well, the white hat was running in to stop the play to start with. It wouldn't surprise me if UTSA wasn't trying to get a timeout because they had a player come on very late.
Well, South Florida does this weird thing with its, here's the call.
The offense running a late sub did not give the defense an opportunity to match up. It's delay game. Offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
They do this thing with their defense. They get out here to line up, and just to be right before the kicker is going to get the snap, they switch everybody from the left to the right and kind of zigzag and crisscross in that interior line as if they're some kind of an exotic blitz to go get the ball on a kick block. And I don't think they're doing much. Here they go again. And the offense hasn't flinched yet, but I'm not sure what the method of the madness is. Here's Cale Hogan's kick, a little wobbly. This is going to hit at the 22-yard line and die at the 23 and stop right there with 7:05 to play in the second quarter, and South Florida up 35-10. Let's pause 10 seconds for identification on the UTSA Sports Network.
This is Ticket 760, KTKR San Antonio, your home for your sports. Make us the #1 preset in your car and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
First down for South Florida at the 23. And 2 wide receivers go to the left, and 1 goes to the right for Byron Brown. Running back is on his left hip. 3-man front for UTSA. Now they go to the sideline with a check with me call. I think Isaac's in the game at running back. We have not seen Sam Franklin tonight. And here's Isaac, busts right up the middle. And he's got the 30-yard line, and he's got the 34. Ball's loose. UTSA may have picked it up. Was he down? Jamarius Lewis has the ball in his hands. South Florida's
ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
That's a huge play for UTSA. That was a late call. Let's see what the deal is here. He was not, well, his butt was on the ground when he came down. I think the South Florida is going to get the ball back. Jamarius made a good play, but he rolled over Jamarius, but I think his rear end touching the ground.
Ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. That play is in a further review.
And this is another Wainwright review on that call. I would like to think that Isaac was on top of Jamarius Lewis and never hit the ground, but I think he did.
So far, the replays that I've seen does not show conclusively his butt hit the ground. Here's a look at it right here. You see,
he's on his arm. He's on his. He did not.
But keep watching. Now watch the wrist hit, and that's when the ball comes out. I don't know if they're going to call that down or not. I don't think you can. But we've seen weird stuff. My opinion is UTSA should get this ball, but
I'm all for that. What does the bench area think, Ed?
Oh, they definitely think they got it. The replay is going to be close.
His butt, there is nothing conclusive.
Yeah.
If they'd have called it not a fumble, I think the same thing. There's not enough to prove either way.
Well, I saw a different angle where I thought his rear end did hit the ground right there.
Nope.
But now that you look at it, Lewis's arm was between the rear end and the ground. And then the ball came up as he was trying to get extra yards, and Jamarius has it. So let's see what UTSA comes up with right here. They would love to have this ball back right here. This would be huge.
I don't see how they can overturn. Either way that they called it, I don't think they can overturn it based on what we just saw. But we did see in the Florida game what looked to me an absolute catch.
The arm is, he's got his arm underneath his rear end.
You see navy blue between his butt and the ground.
Yep, absolutely.
But we also saw a play in the Florida-Georgia game where it looked like it was an obvious catch by Florida, and the officials overruled that.
Some people have a hard time defining what a catch is, and we have for about 10 years. So they're taking forever and a day to figure this out. For all your roofing needs, the only call you need to make is to Ideal Precision Roofing Exteriors, 485-1553, idealroofers.com.
It was a catch in the Florida-Georgia game.
Says the unbiased Ed Swadev.
Totally unbiased.
I happen to agree with you. I thought it was a catch as well. And I didn't have a dog in the fight.
So I think we have a conclusion here. Here's the verdict.
After further review, the runner was down before the ball came out. The first down at the 34-yard line.
And I would love for him to explain to me how he came up with that, but again, I'm done trying to figure out.
I thought Overmeyer was out of bounds and he got a touchdown anyway.
Yeah.
But but on the replay, I saw that he got pushed. I just didn't know that it was enough of a push. But apparently the ESPN analyst, Shane, our studio coordinator, said the ESPN analyst saw that particular play. It's first down for South Florida at the 34. Snap it to Brown, hand it to Isaac coming left. This time he's met with a whole bunch of roadrunners, and the first negative play of the game for South Florida. He's back at the 30, maybe the 29 for a loss of 5.
Kendrick Blackshire jumping in there with a couple of other UTSA roadrunners getting, I think, maybe the first tackle for loss in the entire game that's one tackle for loss for UTSA.
2nd and 14. Brown back to pass for the first time. Standing in the pocket has all day. Now he chugs one deep downfield, and he's got his man open at the 45. It's caught by Isaac, who snuck out of the backfield, and South Florida gets a first down in UTSA territory. They'll mark it at the 42.
You just simply can't cover that long. You've got to get some pressure on the quarterback. they're going to get open when you give them that much time.
And here's a handoff, and Isaac runs to the 40 for a 2-yard pickup. Under 6 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, Jay, going back to that preceding play, they got away with holding.
Yeah.
They got away with about 7 or 8 seconds of time to give Brown to throw the football. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's a play fake, and Brown's going to step up and chuck one deep to the right sideline for the end zone. It's caught, and that's a touchdown for Keyshawn Singleton, his second score of the night, and it's 41-10 South Florida.
Okay, if A.J. Wilson pushed off, I believe that's a push-off too, and I do believe A.J. Wilson pushed off. But that looks like exactly the same type of how he got separation was a little push. Now, we'll see it on replay, but I saw a little push there. We'll see.
Here's Gramatica on for the extra point. And so far, South Florida is playing perfectly on offense. They've scored on every possession, and they got 2 defensive scores to start the game. That's their 6th touchdown of the game, and it's 42-10 with 5:35 to play in the second quarter. Meet Me Peeps is the new kids club for young UTSA fans, brought to you by Raising Cane's. For only $30, you get free tickets to select UTSA athletic games, exclusive Cane's prizes, and on-field or event opportunities. Join today at goutsa.com/kids club. It's the Meet Me Peeps Kids Club, brought to you by Raising Cane's. So the replays, I didn't see the replay. What did you see, Jay?
A push. It was the same thing as A.J. Wilson did. That's how he got separation. And there's a little push right there.
Yeah, Jacavian Rogers was all over that play and then just got a little separation late.
I would say that our defender, Jacavian Rogers, maybe needs to be a little more aggressive and get through that push.
Yeah,
physical, yes.
Yeah.
He was easy to push off, and there's the push. No doubt in my mind anyway that it was the same type of play as the A.J. Wilson pass interference. It's just A.J. got called for it, and Denard Flowers did not.
Adam Zuagi will kick it off from left to right. And he'll put his foot into this one, and once again, Mekhi Anderson does not return it. I asked Jeff on the one of the radio shows a couple of weeks ago if he'd like to see the NFL rule on kickoffs. And as much as I was adamantly against it when I first saw it and saw what was going on, the college kickoff is irrelevant. I mean, it basically is you're going to kick it as far as you can. And Jeff said this, too. Teams would not need a second kicker if they had that rule, because you're just looking for somebody that can kick it forever. And in this case, Michael Petro doesn't kick it far. Jaffer Murphy does. That's why UTSA has 2. And similarly here for South Florida. First down for UTSA, 4 wide receivers on the left side. Here comes Henry back towards the backfield. He stops before he gets there. They throw a screen pass to him. Caught at the 20. Tries to make a man miss. Then goes back the other way, 25. Puts his head down and goes a long way to get 2 yards. He gets to the 27. But he ran about 15 to get those 2 yards.
Well, I think that's showing the speed of South Florida that we talked about in the pregame and Jeff talked about on the Monday interview. They are fast.
Second down and 7. McCown's going to throw a pass, but before that happens, we get a false start on UTSA.
Self-inflicted wounds here. That's going to be the 6th penalty.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Second down.
You know what? When South Florida is getting in that fast to get after the running backs, to get after Owen McCown, you get a little jittery as an offensive lineman trying to, protect your guys. And that time he just jumped a little bit early.
2 wide receivers on the left and 1 to the right for UTSA. Henry's the running back. It's a check with me to the sideline. Play clock's down to 10. UTSA faces 2nd and 12 at their own 23. 2 wide receivers on the left and 1 on the right. And here's the snap back to McCown. Here's the handoff to Henry. Nowhere to go. Loss of 2 back to the 5 back to the 18. The UTSA offensive line is a pretty good offensive line and relatively healthy, but this defensive line for South Florida, they can play for most of the teams in the Power 4.
Yeah, and they're playing at a high level tonight. UTSA has, the interception for a touchdown, the fumble for a touchdown. You give a team this good a 14-point start,
Empty gun for McCown on third down and a bunch. He's back to throw. Here comes some pressure. He zips one downfield. It's caught at the 30. Running 35 is Amador. He's out to the 39-yard line. That's going to be a first down. David Amador. We tell you how important he is to this Roadrunner offense, and he was there with a big play over the middle. They'll go with tempo. First down. They mark it at the 37. Two wide receivers over on the right side. Screen pass to McEwen, and he takes off to the 45, and he was a foot tackle away just from going a lot further than that. Mac Harris tripped him up as he got to the 45. That'll be a gain of 8. It's second down and 2. South Florida was going to substitute, but they can't, and they may have been late. And here's a pass to McEwen, and he breaks one tackle, and he breaks the second tackle, and then he gets close to the first down marker. But I think UTSA is going to get a 5-yard penalty on this. South Florida tried to sub. They realized they couldn't. The player for South Florida, Michael Williams, tried to run off the field but didn't get off in time.
Yeah, his effort wasn't there. He wasn't trying to get off the field in a hurry. And whether on purpose
UTSA has elected to have the clock start on the snap.
So the clock will stop at 3:18, and it's first and 10 for UTSA at the 50. Two wide receivers stacked in an eye over on the left side. Here's the play fake from McCown. He zips one downfield, caught at the 45 by Thomas, and he's down to the 35-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 15 for Houston, and a Roadrunner first down with about 3 minutes to go in the half.
Robert Henry is always given such props for how he runs the ball. He picked up a blitz on that play that allowed that pass to be completed. If he doesn't take out that blitzer, Owen McCown gets sacked.
Wide receivers to either side, wing backs to either side. First and 10 for UTSA at the South Florida 35. Here's McCown to throw again. Steps up in the pocket, rolling towards the sideline, throws across his body, and Hardy can't catch it. It was right between the 1 and the 3. He tried to catch it with his chest and not his hands. It's incomplete.
And it looked pretty nonchalant to me too. Just no urgency, no technique. Catch the ball, turn on the field. Didn't happen.
Second down and 10 coming up for UTSA. Hardy leaves, and DJ Allen's back in. They put McEwen on the right side and Allen on the left. And for now, Houston Thomas is tight right, and Overmeyer is wing left. Pistol formation for probably the first time in the game with Henry behind him. McEwen in motion. Here's a handoff. Coming to the right is Henry. He's got the 30, and he steps out of bounds shy of the 25. He'll be short of the first down. UTSA on third down. And let's see where they're going to spot it. They're going to give him the 25, I think. Nope.
All the way back to the
29-yard line. So it'll be third down and 4. 2:27 to play in the first half. It's 42-10 South Florida, and the clock runs with 2:20. Two wide receivers over on the left side. UTSA does have to, they're right at the same number as the play clock. McCown trying to drive everybody offside, so UTSA is going to wait till the 2-minute timeout here, it looks like. And they're going to let the clock run all the way down and figure out what they want to do on third down and probably fourth down. So that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. The excitement doesn't stop here at the Rocket La Cantera. You can enjoy free events every month.
Timeout.
From live sports watch parties to concerts and family movie nights, there's something for everyone, and it's all right here in San Antonio. Visit theRocketLaCantera.com to see what's happening. And Texas Farm Bureau Insurance members can get 2 free tickets to Roadrunners football, basketball, and baseball games when you redeem online. Become a Texas Farm Bureau Insurance member and visit GoUTSA.com/TFB tickets to learn more. So UTSA's women's basketball team just finished up at Lubbock tonight. Red Raiders win at 79-52. The UTSA women's team has a ton of injuries right now that Karen Aston's trying to work through before the conference season starts in January. The UTSA men are in action tomorrow afternoon against SIU Edwardsville. That's a 12:30 tip-off in the Convo. We're on the air at 12. And we'll see if UTSA can extend its winning streak after getting a W on last night against the College of Biblical Studies. So it'll be third down and 3 coming up for UTSA with 28, third and 3 from the 28 with 2 minutes to go in the half. UTSA women also play on Saturday at Houston. That's a 6:30 air time. You'll hear all the UTSA women's games this year on 93.3 The Bull. And on the UTSA Sports Network, that includes the iHeart app and GoUTSA.com. And then we go next week to basketball at Texas State on Wednesday. And the football team is at Charlotte next week. UTSA's women also play next week. We'll update that schedule for you here in a little bit. Ed, down on the sideline, what is the coaching staff putting together here for third down and probably fourth down with 2 minutes to go?
Yeah, it's definitely a 4 down situation here. So they're getting over some of the points, the finer points. The players are a little tired here as well. I mean, it's not humid like it usually is in South Florida, but they're a little gassed, and this break is coming at the right time. Also, we talked about the field. It looks like Jay Riley's been playing golf here because there's so many divots it's chewed up tremendously, and it's not even.
And they got to fix this before Sunday when the Buccaneers and Patriots play here too.
Yeah, they're going to have to do some work on this one. This is really torn up already.
That's the downside of playing on a grass field. Most of the NFL stadiums are played on grass, even those, unless they just are in completely enclosed buildings. You can grow grass in a retractable roof stadium, and you can also grow it and bring it in and bring it out for games as they do in Arizona. But here it's grass, and the Buccaneers play the Patriots here on Sunday afternoon, so they'll have some work to do tomorrow and Saturday.
Yeah, they're going to have to get the College of Biblical Studies to lay hands on this.
UTL San Antonio is the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics. See how UTL San Antonio's brightest minds are making lives better at WeMakeLivesBetter.org. So we're ready to go. It's going to be third down and 3 for UTSA at the 28. It's really 4. It's just between the 28 and 29 yard lines. And UTSA has 4 wide receivers in the pattern. And Henry stays in as the running back just to the left of McCown. South Florida, it shows blitz with 2 edge ends. They're not coming. Back to pass is McCown. He's in trouble, and he's sacked back at the 40. And that knocks you out of field goal range. And instead of 3rd and 3, it's going to be 3rd and 18. And I would imagine you got to go for it here.
South Florida.
South Florida is going to take a timeout. They want the ball back. They've scored on every possession tonight. And unless UTSA is able to get 4th and 13, they're going to get another chance at that.
Yeah, they just bring people from all different directions. And there's a 0 getting through. That's Jarvis Lee Jr. He's the nickelback. No one saw him. Even Robert Henry was going out in the flat. I don't know if he was
there
supposed
to catch a pass. Yeah,
he was going out to catch a pass, but you also can't let a guy have free shot at your quarterback either.
Sometimes you can get a little bump on that, and then still get out of the passing lane to give Owen another second or 2.
Yeah, they call it a chip block. You just chip it and go on out, and at least it slows down his momentum.
That's the 5th sack of the game for South Florida. UTSA does not have one so far. And the Roadrunners are going to punt. Cale Hogan stands just beyond the 50-yard line, and Neptune is inside the 10. Here's Hogan's kick, straight up in the air, end over end. And Neptune's going to call for a fair catch and let it bounce, but it bounces over everybody's head and goes into the end zone. So the Bulls will get it at the 20-yard line.
When things are going your way, things are going your way.
They are. Looking for shopping, dining, and entertainment all in one place? Come to the Rim, San Antonio's premier destination with dozens of your favorite restaurants, stylish shops, and live events. Visit therimsa.com to view all upcoming events. Well, I don't think South Florida would have called timeout unless they were planning on trying to score again. And so they have it at the 20-yard line. UTSA really wants to get some kind of a stop here and not let South Florida put almost 50 on them in a half. It's 42-10 right now, and they've scored on every possession and the first 2 defensive possessions of the game. 3 wide receivers go left, 1 goes right. There's a running back on the right hip of Brown. They send Rubin in motion. Back to pass is Brown. Steps up in the pocket, rolls out to his right, fires deep downfield, and it is caught. Flag goes down. It was Zach Morris that had the coverage on Singleton. Singleton took it away from him, and I think they're going to call pass interference on Zach.
Pass interference. Defense. The penalties decline. Result of the play. First down.
Well, that's just an absolutely phenomenal catch.
So that moves the ball from the 25 all the way down to the 38. That's a gain of 42 on that pass play. And South Florida's in business again with 1:38 to play.
That's a 6'3", 215-pound junior. He'll be back again next year.
Yeah, unless he wants to go early. I think some would take him now. Here's a play fake, and Brown to throw again. And he just shovels it out to his running back, Davenport. He's to the 30-yard line and down to the 27.
I mean, there's things that get you going, and these guys are just hitting on all cylinders right now, the Bulls.
Koger and another receiver go to the left. Here's a screen pass. It's caught by Rubin. He breaks the tackle and then falls forward to the 17. Good play by Tyon Milton, and another one for UTSA to prevent that from going any further. It's 2nd down and 5, and we're down to a minute to play in the half.
Notice you don't see South Florida using timeouts right now.
No, they don't need to. They're already at the line. They've already got the play call. Here's a keeper by Brown, and he's going to get across the 20 to the 18. That should be enough or close to the first down. Let's see where they're going to put the marker down. I think he's got to get to the 17 for first down, so it's 3rd down and 1. He stays in the shotgun. They bunch everybody in tight. Here's a handoff to Davenport. Hit in the backfield and slung for a loss back to the 23. Good play for UTSA, one of the first times tonight. Anyanwu was in there with Banks and a couple others to stop Davenport, and the clock runs with 16 seconds to go, and it's 4th down and 5 at the 22, and I guess they're going to settle for a field goal here. The offense is coming off the field. If Gramatica connects on this, it will be
timeout, South Florida.
It'll be 5 scores and five possessions, but it's 3 instead of 7. And so we'll get a quick stoppage for the teams to go through this 30-second timeout. We're back for football a week from Saturday in Charlotte. The Roadrunners will take on the 49ers. That's a 9 o'clock air time, and we kick off just after 11 San Antonio time. That was announced last week. We'll get the East Carolina time coming up on a Monday afternoon or Monday morning around 11 noon somewhere around there. And we'll get the Army time a week from Monday. So UTSA will have some time after this one, a couple of extra days playing here on Thursday night. Here's Gramatica to kick one from 40 yards from right in the middle of the field. Ball down, kick on the way. And this one is good. And that ends the half. And it's 45-10 South Florida at halftime. We'll come back with our SureMed halftime report next. South Florida 45, UTSA 10. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network. Driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
This season, power your game day with Humex Hydrolit Advance, the hydration drink built for champions. Packed with 5 essential ions plus caffeine and choline, Hydrolit gives you the hydration and focus you need to go the distance. And now Humex is a proud sponsor of UTSA Athletics, fueling Roadrunners and fans all season long. Humex Hydrolit Advance, we got the juice.
Inconvenient balance requirements, unnecessary monthly service fees, or not so competitive rates. That's what you get with most big banks. But is that best for your hard-earned money? It's time to rethink your bank and switch to Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union. RBFCU is a member-focused credit union that provides all the financial services the big banks offer, without all the fees and hassle. Rethink your bank. Go RBFCU. Join today at rbfcu.org. Federally insured by NCAA. Membership required.
Man, I am starving.
Let's go to Matanga's Pizzeria.
Where? Matanga's?
Matanga's. They were voted best pizza in all of San Antonio. I drench my pizza in their ranch dips. I would swim in their Texas ranch if they would let me. Let's get the Honey Bear Pizza. It's absolute fire. You've got to try it.
I am sold. Let's go to Matanga's Pizzeria.
In football, the best team wins games. And when San Antonio needs to stay comfortable, my go-to is San Antonio's #1 family-owned AC team, Cowboys AC.
From tune-ups to full replacements, we've got the playbook to keep your home comfortable. Fast service, expert repairs, and no charge service calls until midnight, plus our money-back guarantee. And that's how we keep San Antonio comfortable.
Cowboys AC, your home team for comfort and official sponsor of UTSA football.
This is the SureMed EMS Halftime Report, brought to you by SureMed EMS Emergency and Non-Emergency Service 24/7. Time for a recap of the first half with first half stats and scores from around the country, all on the UTSA Sports Network.
Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Your halftime score is South Florida 45, UTSA 10. It has been a dominant performance by the Bulls so far. UTSA turning the ball over a couple of times that led directly to USF touchdowns. Let's get you caught up on what we have to be able to catch you up on. Tomorrow, Tulane and Memphis play in a big game on ESPN in Memphis that can help settle the American Athletic Conference. On Saturday, Temple's at Army. UAB goes to Houston to take on Rice. Charlotte is at East Carolina. Tulsa's at Florida Atlantic. And Navy travels to South Bend to take on number 10 Notre Dame. Some big games in the top 25. Number 2 Indiana's at Penn State. Do Penn State play like the top 5 team that they were ranked coming into the season, or do they keep the downward spiral? We'll see. Number 5 Georgia's at Mississippi State. Huge game in the Big 12 as number 7 BYU travels to Lubbock to take on number 8 Texas Tech. Number 1 Ohio State should have no problems with Purdue. Number 3 A&M needs to avoid a trap game. They travel to number 22 Missouri. That should be a good one. Number 9 Oregon travels to Iowa at number 20 in the country. Number 16 Vanderbilt, coming off the loss to Texas, host Auburn. Number 15 Louisville will host Cal. And number 4 Alabama will host LSU, who is reeling right now after having to let Brian Kelly go.
And Texas Tech beat UTSA in women's basketball tonight, 79-52. Adara Udo had 13 for UTSA in the loss. They play at Houston on Saturday evening. 6:30 is the airtime on 93.3 The Bull. UTSA men play tomorrow afternoon. We're on the air at noon as the Roadrunners take on SIU Edwardsville. Roadrunners are down 45-10. We'll recap the first half next. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kaylee Gatto Group.
It's time for a financial cooperative that's focused on the reason it exists in the first place: to improve the lives of its members and, in turn, the places they live their lives. It's time for Credit Human, a credit union that understands that you want sensible conversations about your financial health and simple tools that help you plan, save, and borrow responsibly. It's time to be more human. Credit Human, a federal credit union. Get to know us at credithuman.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
If you love sports but don't love the pain of injuries, talk to the sports medicine specialists at UT Health San Antonio. As the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics, we're making lives better by offering the latest cutting-edge treatments to get you back in the game. From knees and hips to spines, hands, and shoulders. To find an orthopedic specialist, call 210-450-9300 or visit uthealthcare.org/ortho.
Go roadrunners. And when you're looking for another winner, think Ancira.com. Browse through thousands of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and RVs. Shop for your next new Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford, Buick, or GMC. Or if you're looking for an import, we have a huge selection of Nissans, VWs, and Kias. Or for your home away from home, a full line of RVs and campers. And you'll always get the lowest Ancira price, in-store or online at Ancira.com.
San Antonio is known as Military City. The military attorneys at Daniel Conway & Associates have decades of experience helping current and former military members. Their attorneys regularly handle disability, medical retirement cases, records corrections, discharge upgrades, court-martials, separation boards, and appeals. They represent members worldwide. For more information or to schedule a free initial consultation, contact them at militaryattorney.com or 210-934-UCMJ.
We're back at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. UTSA in a big hole at halftime. It's 45-10 South Florida. Roadrunner fans, Credit Human is proud to be an official sponsor of the Roadrunners. Check them out at credithuman.com and go Runners. One other score to pass along to you. Memphis leads the UTSA Roadrunners in women's soccer. They're playing that down at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch, which is in the Bradenton area, about a half an hour south of here. Memphis leads at 3-1 in the 84th minute. So there's a little bit of time left, but UTSA and Memphis is a really good team. Not only are they the top team in the American, they're one of the top teams in the country, top 3 team. Let's pause 10 seconds for identification. This is the UTSA Sports Network.
This is Ticket 760, KTKR San Antonio, your home for your sport. Make us the #1 preset in your car and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
We recapped the first half, and other than the last possession of the half, South Florida, well, even on that one, they scored. They've scored on every possession. The first possession of the game went to UTSA, and on the first play of the game, Owen McCann was intercepted. It was a pick six, 7-0. UTSA settled down, drove all the way down to the 2-yard line, but as McCann was about to throw the football, it fell out of his hands, and a fumble recovery for 92 yards put South Florida up 14-0. UTSA tried to settle down, and on a 3rd and long play, Robert Henry had one of the big plays of the night on the draw play. 3rd down and 10 at the 27. They bring Dishman in tight right. Wide receiver left, 2 to the right for UTSA. McCown half roll out, delay draw again. Here comes Henry up the middle, and he's going to get another first down around the 15 to the 14-yard line. So that led to this Michael Petro field goal try to put UTSA on the board. Just to the right of the center of the field for Petro. And this one from 32 to put UTSA on the board. Snap back, good snap, good hold. Michael's kick is on the way, and he drills it. And with 2:07 to play in the second quarter, UTSA is on the scoreboard. It's 14-3. The Bulls would come back to make it 21-3, and UTSA would get the ball back. And David Amador had a big catch to put UTSA into South Florida territory. Hendricks, the running back, on the left hip of Owen McCown on 2nd down and 11. Overmeyer in motion, and rolling out to his left is McCann. Fires downfield, Amador wide open, 45. Makes a move, 50. Down the sideline, out of bounds at the 45. Over on the far side by the UTSA bench. The drive would continue for UTSA. It was only a 3-play drive, but they found the end zone for the first time. And Roberts in there right now. They're going to hand it to him. Here's the flea flicker again. McCown's going to chuck one downfield. It's going to be caught by Overmeyer at the 10. He's to the 5. He's to the end zone. Touchdown. But I don't think this is going to count. I think Patrick stepped out of bounds and was the first to touch it when he came back in. The referee's hat is down at the 10-yard line. Hopefully this is a Roadrunner touchdown. They may rule that he was pushed out.
He put his hat back on.
Yeah. They're going to call it a touchdown. So UTSA gets the touchdown there. That was one of the big plays of the first half. It made it 21-10, but South Florida would score to make it 28-10, 35-10 on Nakaya Davenport 59-yard run. And they would also get a field goal and another score late, and they lead 45-10 at the half. We'll check the stat sheet coming up next. This is Roadrunners Football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
Attention football fans, get ready to score big with North Park Subaru's Touchdowns for Charity. During every UTSA football home game, North Park Subaru will be making a game-changing play by donating $1,000 to the Animal Defense League for every touchdown scored. That's right, every touchdown equals a $1,000 donation to help animals in need. So come out, cheer on the UTSA Roadrunners, and let's make a difference together. Visit North Park Subaru today, San Antonio's #1 Subaru retailer, featuring posted prices, a 72-hour return policy, and a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
Grilling is a year-round tradition in Texas, and HEB has everything you need to become the master of the grill. So get everything to satisfy your cravings, from HEB Prime 1 Dino ribs and brisket steak burgers to traditional cuts like beef inside skirt steak, available in premium grades like HEB Wagyu and HEB Grass-Fed. Now you know. Come to HEB to fire up your grill to enjoy a delicious barbecue with friends and family. HEB. Here, everything's better.
You don't need an excuse to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We're going to give you 3. Wings, beer, sports. Wings. Our wings are covered with any of 26 signature flavors. Buy one, get one every Tuesday. Beer. 20 ice-cold varieties of draft beer plus dozens more in cans and bottles. Happy hour daily from 3 to 6. Sports. The Roadrunners are always on, as is any game you want to see. There are 8 area locations in the 210. Buffalo Wild Wings. Say it with me. Wings, beer, sports.
Howdy, y'all. Here at Pedrati's Ranch, we've been bringing people together for over 30 years with a true taste of Texas hospitality. Located in the heart of San Antonio, our ranch is the perfect backdrop for weddings, corporate events, holiday parties, and celebrations of every kind. We serve up first-class service, mouth-watering barbecue, and the best margarita on this side of the border. We are Texas to the bone. Whether you're planning big or small, we do it all. Pedrati's Ranch is where memories are made. Learn more at Pedrati's.com. That's Pedrati's.com.
Your halftime score is South Florida 45, UTSA 10. Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. My name is Jay Riley, and let's give you a quick look at the stat sheet. We'll start with the Bulls. They had 350 total yards, 175 on the ground, 175 through the air. Talk about balance. Only 4 penalties for 41 yards, 12 first downs, 1 for 2 on third down. That's an awful short number of third down attempts. Only ran 23 plays in the entire first half. Average yards per play of 15.2. 19.4 average through the air, 12.5 average on the ground, 3 for 3 in the red zone, 7 minutes, 25 seconds time of possession. They did lose a fumble on a punt. They generated 5 sacks against UTSA and 9 tackles for loss. Now, granted, 350 yards of total offense in 7 minutes and 25 seconds of possession time. Individually, Brown was 9 for 9 for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is a mere 336.7 quarterback rating. Brown ran 7 times for 87 yards. Davenport 4 times for 80 yards, each of them with a touchdown apiece. Leading receivers are Singleton and Neptune, 3 catches apiece. Singleton for 98, Neptune for 33. 2 touchdowns for Singleton. He was targeted 3 times. On the UTSA side, 219 yards, 200 through the air, 19 on the ground, 6 penalties for 40 yards, 13 first downs, 5 of 10 on third down, 45 total plays, 4.9 yards per play, 22 minutes, 35 seconds time of possession. They turned the ball over twice, which led directly to 14 South Florida points. A fumble lost and an interception. UTSA had 2 tackles for loss that cost the Bulls 9 yards. Individually, McCown was 16 of 23 for 200 yards and a touchdown and an interception. Henderson had 5 carries for 27 yards. Robert Henry 9 for 26. Receiving today, Houston Thomas leads all receivers with 6 catches for 69 yards. He was targeted 7 times. Amador had 3 for 56. Andy, you look this over. I think the amazing thing is 7 minutes and 25 seconds time of possession for the Bulls and 350 yards of total offense.
Well, I'm going to give you a golf story here. When Tiger won the U.S. Open by 15, and he hit a 200-yard shot from the right rough to the 7th hole that nobody thought he could even get it halfway there. And Roger Maltby said it's not a fair fight. This is not a fair fight. This is an SEC-level team. Now, I don't know that they could win the SEC or even compete for the title in the SEC, but they could certainly beat South Carolina and Vanderbilt and Mississippi State and Arkansas and a bunch of the guys, and probably in the Big 12 and the bottom half of the ACC. And this is the benchmark. And I think UTSA is a really good football team with some really good players. But this roster and what we're seeing tonight from Byron Brown is as good as we saw from Texas. Getting ready to start the third quarter. It's South Florida 45, UTSA 10. This is Roadrunners Football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
Looking for shopping, dining, and entertainment all in one place? Come to The Rim, San Antonio's premier destination, with dozens of your favorite restaurants, stylish retail shops, and live events happening all year round. There's always something new to discover. Whether it's a family outing, a night out with friends, or a little retail therapy, The Rim has it all. Conveniently located off I-10, The Rim is where San Antonio comes to shop, dine, and explore. Visit therimsa.com to view all upcoming events.
If you love sports but don't love the pain of injuries, talk to the sports medicine specialists at UT Health San Antonio. As the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics, we're making lives better by offering the latest cutting-edge treatments to get you back in the game. From knees and hips to spines, hands, and shoulders. To find an orthopedic specialist, call 210-450-9300 or visit uthealthcare.org/ortho.
It's 3 a.m. You could be ordering Whataburger, but you're not. You're staring at the ceiling thinking about that one time in 2003 when you told the whole class that your dad was personal friends with George Washington and that he sends you Christmas presents. Wouldn't you rather be eating a honey butter chicken biscuit? Crispy chicken drizzled with sweet honey butter sauce, all wrapped up with a fresh biscuit. And it's available at Whataburger, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Think about breakfast, not George Washington. What a burger.
Never settle, unless it's in the electrifying BMW i4. Blend the lines of cutting-edge and classic with groundbreaking technology at your fingertips. Experience M-engineered precision while you twist around every turn. After all, electric doesn't have to be static. If you thought EVs couldn't live up to your expectations, then you've never experienced the ultimate electric driving machine. The 100% electric 2025 BMW i4.
Take advantage of exceptional offers today.
From the UTSA Sports Network, this is UTSA Roadrunner Football. Second half action is brought to you by Wainwright. Wainwright, official injury attorney of UTSA Athletics. Call 888-8888 for Wainwright. By UT Health San Antonio, the official medical care provider of UTSA Athletics. By HEB. HEB, here, everything's better. By Taco Cabana. And by the Kalig Auto Group. Now, with the call of the second half, along with Jay Riley, here's the voice of the Roadrunners, Andy Everett.
We are ready to go in the third quarter of play. UTSA down 45-10. South Florida will get the ball to start the second half. And UTSA's got 30 more minutes to try to make a little bit out of this game and also try to get a little bit of confidence before they go back on the road next week when the Roadrunners take on Charlotte.
This is pride time. This is when you play for your brothers on the team. Certainly the name on the front, not the name on the back.
Jaffer Murphy will kick it off from left to right. Alvin Isaac is the return man. Here's Jaffer's kick, and this will not be returned. A fair catch is going to be called, but it goes out of the back of the end zone anyway. And UTSA on defense, South Florida on offense at the 25. Ed, what's the mood on the sideline right now?
Well, I had a chance to talk to Sadiq Haynes, the defensive line coach, and really what could he say? He said one play at a time, one drive at a time, one quarter at a time, and he's right. And ultimately, coaches watch film of every play, and they see who's still fighting, who's still playing. So even though it didn't sound, it said volumes.
All right, first down for the Bulls at the 25. More on that in just a second here. Two wide receivers on the right, wing back right, wide receiver left, three-man front for UTSA. Here's a handoff to Davenport. No, it's a reverse, and coming back the other way is Neptune at the 20, 25-yard line, and hit at the 30, and Jimmy Warwick slings him to the ground at the 31. So Christian Neptune on the reverse sets up second down and 4 at the 31. Snap it back to Brown. He's back and all day to throw. Here comes some late pressure. Zips one downfield. It's caught at the 50-yard line and into UTSA territory at the 47. And that was Singleton, who's got a couple of touchdowns tonight, and they're going to give him the 45. So it's first down for the Bulls after that game. Two wide receivers on the left side and one on the right, and they go quickly again, and Brown runs off left tackle, 40-yard line, and tumbles down to the 33.
You know, he doesn't move incredibly fast. He just finds the right areas.
He's so big.
He finds the right areas. I mean, he was in touch for most of that run.
Two running backs in the game with both Davenport and Isaac in the game for, actually it's Neptune in the backfield. Now they switch as the bracketing the quarterback. Here's a handoff to Davenport to the left side, and a short gain this time. No, he's still on his feet and breaks off the tackle and then gets down to the 27-yard line. So he ended up picking up 6. He should have only had about 2 or 3.
Yeah, for some reason, the UTSA defender just let him go. That had him initially and then just let him go. He picked up 4 more yards.
Here's another handoff, and running left is Davenport again. Hit at the line and gets a yard to the 26, maybe the 25. It'll be third down and about 2 coming up for South Florida.
Well, Otutu was not letting him go.
Timeout for an injury to a defensive player.
And now
Official
Otutu.
timeout.
Yeah, and it's Ishadera that's down with the injury at the 26-yard line, and they'll need to tend to him. We played about 2 minutes of the third quarter, and they're checking out his injury as Jeff Traylor is one of the first out there from the sideline after the training staff got there, as he always is.
I'm not sure if he didn't get the wind knocked out of him because he came down directly on top of Davenport and maybe even the football.
So let's see if they're going to need a little more time for him or not. One of the things that Ed mentioned just a minute ago was everybody, they want to see who plays hard, who stays in the game, who doesn't quit. I don't get the sense that UTSA isn't playing hard. There were missed tackles, there were missed assignments for sure, but I go back to the North Texas game.
Timeout on the field.
There was a lot of things that went wrong in North Texas. I think they're playing hard. I just think they're playing a far superior team, and this is a team that beat North Texas by 40 as well. We'll talk more about that after the break. This is Roadrunners Football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
Hey, UTSA fans, it's Andy Everett. I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. A win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
UTSA football fans, load up the whole family in the spacious 3-row Subaru Ascent, built to seat up to 8 passengers, and a top safety pick by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. Enjoy everything from family road trips to hiking, excursions, and tailgating before the big game. The Subaru Ascent can take you anywhere thanks to its full-time, symmetrical, all-wheel drive and spacious interior. So make a winning play and choose North Park Subaru, San Antonio's #1 Subaru retailer and proud sponsor of UTSA football.
Man, I am starving.
Let's go to Matanga's Pizzeria.
Where? Matanga's?
Matanga's. They were voted best pizza in all of San Antonio. I drench my pizza in their ranch dips. I would swim in their Texas ranch if they would let me. Let's get the Honey Bear Pizza. It's absolute fire. You've got to try it.
I am sold. Let's go to Matanga's Pizzeria.
Life's biggest moments and milestones deserve a place as magical as the occasion. That's Pedrati's Ranch. From dream weddings to milestone birthdays, we've been hosting unforgettable gatherings for over 30 years. Located in the heart of San Antonio, our beautiful venue blends rustic charm, spacious settings, and true Texas hospitality that makes every guest feel like family. Add in first-class service, high-quality cuisine, entertainment, and you've got memories that will last a lifetime. Celebrate your way at Pedrati's Ranch. Learn more today at Pedratis.com. That's Pedratis.com.
On behalf of UTSA Athletics and our military appreciation partner, USAA, we'd like to take a moment to thank all service members, veterans, and their families listening today for your service and sacrifice. USAA serving the military community and their families since 1922. It's 45-10 South Florida. They've got the ball 3rd and 3 at the UTSA 25. Shadera Ututu was able to get off the field without any help. And so we'll see what when he is able to get back on the field. He's kind of that unsung hero. He plays it on the nose tackle, and a lot of times nose tackles don't make a lot of tackles, but they make plays to where others can make tackles. And he was part of that mesh a little while ago that allowed UTSA to get Davenport in the backfield. But they got a 3rd and 3 coming up right here. They're certainly in Nico Grammatica's field goal range. But they're looking to get another 7 on the board and get over 50. Neptune and Singleton are going to go to the left. And they got a wide receiver over here on the near side as well. The running back is Davenport. He's on the right side of Byron Brown. Wing back left, 2 wide receivers right. That wing back is Medea. He goes in motion. And now they look at the sideline for a check with me call. Actually, Wyatt Sullivan's that wing back on the right side. And he stays in that spot. And here's the snap back to Brown, rolling out to his right, running forward, hit at the line, breaks the tackle. He gets to the 20, and he gets tripped up as he gets to the 17. But if you don't hit him and wrap him up first, he's going to break a tackle, and he broke another one.
Yep, won that battle again. Looked like UTSA was going to have him somewhere near the first down marker, but he broke that tackle, took it inside the 20, close to the 15.
Wyatt Sullivan lines up wing back left this time. Davenport's the running back on the right side. Brown to throw, sideline right, caught by Neptune at the 10, and he's down around the 6-yard line.
And they're immediately up on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
they just keep the pressure on.
No subs for UTSA. First down. Have it to Davenport. He runs left. He runs into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. It's 51-10. And they'll have a chance for the extra point coming up here in a second from Nico Grammatica. I want to continue what we were talking about a minute ago. I look at past opponents that UTSA has played, and when UAB brought its program back in 2018, all of its players were 24, 25 years old, and Frank Wilson's team at that time were a bunch of freshmen and sophomores. Here's the kick, and it's good. And they're not going to take a timeout here, so we'll keep it here. And that was men against boys. It was a graduated high school team, basically, with little experience, a lot of freshmen and redshirt freshmen. And the one I remember the most is Corey Mayfield, and he's on a practice squad in the NFL, so that tells you how good he was.
Yeah.
But he had to get good. And by the time he was 23, he was pretty good. And UTSA's got a lot of really good football players. But South Florida's got a lot of really good Power 4 players playing at this level. And with a several $million payroll, that's what's allowing them to do this tonight against a pretty good UTSA team. And that's what a lot of the critics are going to look at. They're going to go, well, there's a big discrepancy. There is. But there's a lot of good UTSA football players. There's just too many good South Florida players.
Yep, no doubt about it. Young guys playing against older, experienced guys. I mean, I believe the entire offensive line is graduates.
It is. Defensive line is too. The linebackers, I think all 4 linebackers are too.
I think Ed and I counted up 16 or 17.
I think it's 14. I think it's 14.
14, yeah.
14 graduates. Here's the kick, and it's over Mekhi Anderson's head, and it'll go out of bounds. UTSA will have it at the 25-yard line. So the offense will be back out there. South Florida hasn't been stopped yet. They've scored on every possession. 2 of those touchdowns are defensive touchdowns. So the other 38 points come with 5 scoring touchdowns and a field goal in their possessions. And so UTSA has it on offense. It's first down for the Roadrunners, and is that Brandon Tennyson in at quarterback? I believe it is.
I think it is.
I'll get to that here in just a second. Robert Henry is the running back on the right side. Dishman is the wing back on the right. And Tennyson takes the snap. He drops to throw. Fly pattern down the left sideline, and it's incomplete. And there was a bunch of contact, but no flags. Don't start the controversy thing that's been in all the social media stuff. Owen McCown's the quarterback. He's going to be the quarterback. But there's no reason for him to play the rest of the night. They still have 3 games to play, and they need Owen to win all 3 of them.
Yes.
So give Brandon Tennyson a chance to play against a really good defense. Get him a little bit of reps right here. See if he can get some drives going. But Owen's going to be starting if he can walk next week against Charlotte. And you don't want to get him hurt in a game like this either. Here's Tennyson under center, throws the screen pass out to the left, and it was dropped and then picked up by South Florida. I think it was an incomplete pass, but South Florida is acting like they got the ball.
Well, I think they're saying possibly it came off Robert Henry's foot and back up.
Well, the offense is still on the field, so they do make some substitutions. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 at the 25. That was an incomplete pass.
Okay.
2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. It's a check with me on the sideline. Dishman's the wing back on the right side, and Tennyson's got Henry on his right hip. And he rolls out to his right. Here's the delay to Robert. Robert this time doesn't fool the defense. He picks up a couple to the 27, and it's 4th down, and here comes Cale Hogan to kick it away.
Well, I can tell you this. South Florida has not started substituting yet. Still see.
Well, I would imagine Byron Brown's nights should be over. They still have they have a couple of big games coming up as well. And with the 1 loss they have to Memphis, they need to win the rest of the way. Here's the Cale Hogan kick, line drive kick. Neptune runs up underneath it, lets it bounce. It's going to go out of bounds around the 30-yard line, and that's where UTSA will be back on defense.
Timeout on the field.
And
is this where Gaston Moore comes into
I
the
would
game?
imagine he does. We'll find out after the timeout. 10:58 to play in the 3rd. It's 52-10 South Florida. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kaylee Auto Group.
Attention Roadrunners, Taco Cabana is a proud supporter of UTSA Athletics. Download the MyTC Rewards app and sign up to get a $5 reward plus additional offers and discounts. Plus, you can locate the closest Taco Cabana to take full advantage of our mobile ordering feature. So, before you throw your birds up, make sure you're fueled up. Order online or through the MyTC Rewards app for frequent, exclusive discounts on all your favorite menu items.
Hi, this is James for Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors. When you need a company to inspect your roof for damages, make sure that inspection is free and the company is reliable. With 30 years experience, we've taken care of thousands of San Antonio homes. We are a GAF Master Elite contractor and veteran-owned business. We are Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors. Roofing, siding, and gutters. The only call you need to make. 210-485-1553 or idealprecisionroofing.com, the official roofer for UTSA Athletics.
Prestige ER is a fully equipped, full-service emergency room.
We listen to every patient and make sure you get the best possible care. The benefits are short waits, our personalized approach, and faster service. Equipped with X-ray, CT, and ultrasound, there are 4 locations across 1604, giving you another choice to get the care and attention you deserve. Here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Prestige Emergency Room. Emergencies don't wait, and neither should you.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Take advantage of exceptional lease offers today.
Game day's just the start. Keep the fun going at the Rim. From live music to special events all year long, there's always something happening. Visit the Rim at I-10 and 1604, San Antonio's place to gather and celebrate. 10-second station ID. This is the UTSA Sports Network.
This is Ticket 760, KTKR San Antonio, your home for your sports. Make us the #1 preset in your car and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
UTSA is at Charlotte next Saturday. We're on the air at 9, the kickoff at 11, and we'll see if UTSA can bounce back next week. It looks like Byron Brown's going to stay out there on the field. He was getting some warm-up tosses, unless they just want him to get a curtain call here for Gaston Moore, another graduate student that will be out on the field, and I would imagine they may get their 3rd quarterback in this game at some point too, Lachlan Hewlett. They still have Jeremiah Koger and Medea Rubin as their wide receivers on the left side, and Keyshawn Singleton, who's got a couple of scores tonight. He's caught 4 passes for 122, and he's wide to the right. Brown with Davenport on his left hip, sends Eccles in motion, the wing back to the right side, and here's a handoff off right tackle, and it's Isaac this time to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I bet they do everything they can not to let Brown do any more in this game.
Yeah, just hand the ball off right now.
42-point lead.
2nd down and 7 from the 35, and they hand it again to Davenport, coming left of the boundary, cuts inside, and Marcellus Wilkerson stops him at the 38. It's a 3-yard pickup. It's 3rd down and 4. They are 2 of 3 on 3rd down. And the one that they weren't was a field goal. They've been able to pick up a lot of 2nd down conversions tonight. So 3rd down and 3 at the 39. Clock runs with 10 minutes to go in the 3rd, and South Florida winning 52-10. 3 wide receivers on the right. 1 on the left is Eccles. They send Rubin in motion. Back to pass is Brown. Zips one downfield. Broken up. Nice play that time for UTSA as Cam Upshaw jumped in front of that. And let's see, I think it looks like for the first time tonight, UTSA is going to force the South Florida punt. And we'll see Chase Leone to kick it away.
And that was just good, solid defense. It's not like USF went conservative and ran it 3 times or anything, but that was just good, solid pass defense right there.
David Amador gets on the field. He's around the 20-yard line to receive this kick. And Leone's first kick of the night. Straight up in the air. A little bit of a sideways spiral. David Amador runs up underneath it and makes the fair catch at the 29. We've got 9:54 to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Roadrunner offense is back on the field. This year, every UTSA field goal and extra point means more than a score. Kaylee Gatto Group and North Park Subaru will be making a donation for every Roadrunner successful kick to the Texas Animal Defense League and to the Roy Moss Youth Alternatives, providing shelter and counseling to children in need. Love, it's what makes a car a Subaru. First down for UTSA at the 29. And it will be the Brandon Tennyson show for the rest of the game tonight. Henderson's in at running back. DJ Allen comes to the right. UTSA puts 3 wide receivers over on the left side. And it is a 2-man front, 2 ends standing up for South Florida. Ball in the middle of the field. Henderson leaves the gun empty. Tennyson zips a pass over the middle. It's caught at the 35-yard line and out to the 37. And it was caught by Houston Thomas. And for Houston, that's his 7th catch of the game.
Quick decision making by Tennyson and got the ball out of his hands quickly.
It's 2nd down and 2. They send a man in motion, but before they do, there's a flag down.
False start. Right guard. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So the Roadrunners will have 2nd and 12, and everything that can go wrong for UTSA tonight continues to go in that direction. And they'll operate from the 32. 2nd and 7, back to pass and rolling out is Tennyson. Throws a pass to Henderson. Stiff arms the man at the 35, rolls forward to the 37. 5-yard pickup. UTSA will have 3rd down and 2 coming up.
Well, very manageable. You just got to wonder on 4th, say they don't get it. Will Jeff go for it on 4th down in his own territory?
Third and 2 coming up. And they'll put DJ Allen over on the right side. Dishman lines up tight right. There's a wing back on the left, and Henderson's back in at running back for UTSA. 3rd down and 2. DJ Allen goes in motion. Here's a keeper by Tennyson. He's going to get the 1st down to the 40-yard line just barely, but he got it.
Well, he got out to the 40. That's all he needed. They're going to move the chains, and it's good to see Tennyson keep that ball and put his nose up in there and pick up a 1st down. It's good hard running.
Down to 8:10 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's 52-10 South Florida. 2 wide receivers on the right side and 1 on the left. And Henderson stays in at running back with Tennyson right there beside him. Brandon is ready to take the count. UTSA looks over that same defense from South Florida. They send Hardy in motion. Here's a handoff to Marion Peterson this time, and he runs forward close to the 49. That's about a 9-yard pickup if they give him the 49, but I don't think they are. They're going to give him the 48. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Roadrunners.
Good, strong run. Again, some of these backups getting some playing time right now. They're playing well.
2 wide receivers on the right side. Tennyson to throw. Fly pattern left sideline. Cog on a comeback at the 35. Terrific catch by Hardy that time. So Jamel missed one earlier in the game, but he got a good one that time. And do we get a flag down?
Good. They're not moving. I'm not sure they didn't say.
Did they say that was incomplete?
I see a flag on the ground right at the 50.
Personal foul. Hands in the face, number 28, defense. 15-yard penalty for the end of the run. 1st down.
Yeah,
still going to negate the catch.
Well, no. It doesn't negate the catch. UTSA is going to get it at the 21.
15 yards.
Just outside the absolute power red zone.
The look on Hardy's face because he wasn't getting the catch.
Yeah.
They're going to take the penalty.
It's in they got both. He caught the ball. It's 1st down at the 21. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, tight end left, and wing back right. Marion Peterson's the setback. Tennyson goes under center. They send a man in motion, hand it to him on the sweep, coming right. And that was Mekhi Henderson, and he's down to the 18 after a 3-yard pickup. And now they're in the absolute power red zone. Trayvon Mitchell comes into the game for South Florida, and Devin Lee leaves. UTSA substituted, so you got to give the defense time, and there's plenty of time on the play clock at 17. They'll put a wide receiver right and a couple over on the left side, bunched towards the end of the formation. Hardy comes in motion past the center, stops as a wingback. Snap comes back to Peterson on the handoff from Tennyson, and it's going to be a loss of a couple back to the 22.
Looks like number 8 for South Florida, Trayvon Mitchell, just popped through quickly in the backfield, disrupting that play. No one even got a hand on it.
Michael Williams back in the game on defense for the Bulls. It's 3rd down and 11 from the 22. Down to 6 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Tennyson, an empty gun, looks to his left, fires a pass, caught by DJ Hardy. He's at the 20. He backpedals to the 22 and gets tackled for a loss.
That's Rodney Hill Jr. came all the way from the middle of the field, all the way to the far sidelines to catch Hardy from behind and trip him up.
So UTSA wants to get something positive out of this drive, and it will bring on Michael Petro to kick the field goal. This will be from 29 or where they're going to spot it, so it'll be a 39-yard field goal. "39-yard field goal try, snap back, ball down, kick on the way, and it is good." Michael's 2 for 2 tonight. UTSA gets on the board here in the second half, but they're still a long ways behind. It's 52-13 South Florida. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the K-League Auto Group.
Score big this season and check out the all-new Subaru Crosstrek at North Park Subaru. With a winning combination of quality, performance, and reliability, the Crosstrek is Subaru's top-rated compact SUV, the IntelliChoice Best Overall Value, and a top safety pick by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. So join the winning team and get no-hassle posted pricing and a 72-hour return policy on every new Subaru at North Park, San Antonio's #1 Subaru retailer and a proud member of the K-League Auto Group. Birds up.
If you love sports but don't love the pain of injuries, talk to the sports medicine specialists at UT Health San Antonio. As the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics, we're making lives better by offering the latest cutting-edge treatments to get you back in the game. From knees and hips to spines, hands, and shoulders. To find an orthopedic specialist, call 210-450-9300 or visit uthealthcare.org/ortho.
Some retail jewelers will convince you that $10,000 for a specific ring is a great price and ask for your credit card. But when you say you're not buying today, they immediately drop $2,000 off the price for today only. And before you leave, drop another $2,000 off, and then later call you offering to sell the same ring for $5,000. How can you trust a jeweler who routinely and systematically tries to take $10,000 for a $5,000 ring? At America's Diamond, all of our prices are clearly marked and everyone gets our lowest price every day of the year. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than the retail jeweler's very best sale price, or will refund the difference plus 25%. We design and handcraft our jewelry right here in San Antonio. You skip the retail middleman and buy much better quality for less money. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the Spurs and UTSA Athletics. Call 561-1000.
SureMed Emergency Medical Service is proud to serve San Antonio with trusted professional ambulance services 24/7, 365. For emergency calls to hospital transfers, their dedicated teams are here when you need the most. Proud supporters of our community's first responders, standing side by side with the men and women who keep San Antonio safe every day. Learn more at SureMed.com. SureMed EMS, serving with respect and responding with care. UTSA goes 9 plays and 48 yards, 4 minutes and 45 seconds. It's a field goal for Michael Petro, and UTSA gets 3 on the board here in the second half, making it 52-13. So South Florida will get the ball back. We saw Byron Brown play in the last series, but he didn't do much. He handed it off 3 times and threw an incomplete pass. And Alvin Isaac is back deep, the kick returner for South Florida. So far, nobody's had a chance to return any kicks, and even if this is short, I doubt that Isaac's going to do anything but try to get it out to the 25 or fair catch it if he can. All right, the folks in Bristol have said we can go now, and so here comes the kickoff from Jaffer Murphy from left to right. Still 5:09 to play in the third quarter. And this is a long line drive kick, and it will go over everybody's head. It'll be first down for South Florida at the 25.
I think we're going to see Brown again because the 2 backup quarterbacks are all the way down here, 3 and 13. Moore and Hewlett are all the way down here at the opposite 40.
So he stays in.
I don't get this.
And we see Sam Franklin in now at running back, I think. Wing left, 2 wide receivers right. Here's a pass out to the right side, caught by Medea at the 35, and runs forward all the way out to the 38-yard line. Medea Rubin with the catch. UTSA's got an injured player right at the point of the tackle.
Official timeout from injury to a defensive player.
I think that was Shad Banks that came in and made that tackle. Nope,
That's
that's
Upshaw.
going to be 11.
That's Upshaw that's hurt.
Yeah, he made the tackle. I think he might have taken a knee to the side of the head as he went in there and made that tackle.
Fortunately, he stands up before as the training staff was getting out there, and now the officials are calling everybody back on the field. Down to 4:55 to play third quarter, 52-13 is the score for South Florida. They send Jeremiah Koger to the left, Keyshawn Singleton over the right. The starters are still in there for South Florida. And Byron Brown will clap his hands, and here's a handoff to Franklin coming left. Big hole right up the middle, and he gashes the UTSA defense across midfield, and he's down across the 50 to the 46.
Yeah, that offensive line goes 304, 321, 315, 320. Oh, excuse me, 304, 315, 315. 312, 298.
Brown to throw again, sideline left. Great catch by Koger as he tiptoes along the sideline. He makes the catch at the 36 and falls out of bounds, and that's enough for another first down for South Florida.
We talked in the pregame that whoever wins the line of scrimmage is going to win this game, and South Florida's dominated both sides.
The one thing about this many graduates, unless they have more graduates waiting in the wings next year, when they come to the Alamo Dome, there won't be this many graduates unless they go find some more.
What? That budget.
Yeah. Alex Golish has got a lot of offers to take whoever's on this team with him someplace too. Here's a play fake and a handoff on a delay to Franklin. And Franklin's wrestled down shy of the 35-yard line. It'll be second down with under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Are we allowed to say that based on the logo of the plane sitting in the at the airport, Golish may not be here next year?
They can talk all they want. It's about whatever he wants to do. Here's another play fake for Brown, sideline left. Coming back to make the catch is Koger, and this time UTSA stops him shy of the 30. Nice play by Johnny Bowens, and that's a defensive end going out there to make that play. I think that was Bowens, wasn't it, 19?
It's pretty nimble, but...
Do you guys think he'd be a good fit at LSU or Virginia Tech, Golish?
Please set the game clock. 3 minutes.
He'll be a good fit
seconds.
at South Florida. South Florida wants to pony up, and they want to put this team eventually in a bigger conference. I think that's their long-term goal, or short-term goal for that matter, is to get accepted to the ACC or SEC. And I mentioned the tackle was Bowens. I think it was Ahmad Chapman that made the tackle because I don't think Johnny Bowens is going to cover Jeremiah Koger. Chapman's a really good defender for UTSA. He just has his jersey rolled up to where it looks like a 9 instead of an 8 and an 18 instead of a 19. Play clock is just now starting, and Byron Brown's taken a long time to get this play off. It's a handoff to Franklin, and he's hitting immediately in the backfield, and this time he's going nowhere. Good play by UTSA as Cam Blaylock comes in there to make the tackle among a couple of others.
John Jones is the one who made the initial contact.
John Jones was there first, so it's 4th down and 8. They're going to give Grammatica a chance to kick a long field goal right here. They're going to spot this at the 41. So this will be a 51-yard field goal from right in the middle of the field.
Even the same number as his dad.
Snap back, kick on the way, puts a foot into this one, and it is good.
Oh, he snuck it in.
He just barely got it in. And Nico Grammatica gets his second field goal of the game. And it ups the lead to 55-13 with 2:28 to play in the third quarter.
Boy, he just snuck it over. And you see, he's got a pretty good leg, and that just sneaks over. And then you think about the guy from Jacksonville the other day that kicked a 68-yarder. That's 17 more yards, man. That's a thump.
So the drive for South Florida is 7 plays in 42 yards, 2 minutes and 41 seconds, and Gramatica kicks from 51 to make it 55-13. UTSA is going to get the ball back with 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. Well, I said earlier that UTSA and Memphis, UTSA was down 3-1 in that soccer match down the street here. It's now 3-3, and they're in the 110th minute. I think that means they're in the second overtime. I'm not a soccer aficionado, so I don't know the terminology, and I still haven't figured out stoppage time. But, yeah, it's 3-3 as UTSA scores 2 late goals. Here's the ball, and it's going to trickle into the end zone for the touchback. It landed at the 1-yard line, but then bounced in. UTSA was lucky there that ball did bounce into the end zone.
Yeah, Andy, if it's in soccer, that would be the second overtime, and if it remains tied, then they would go to penalty kicks.
Well, they may be there right now. It's 3-3 in the 110th minute. And Memphis is one of the best teams in the nation, and UTSA has tied them up in the last 6 or 7 minutes of the match down in Lakeside City, which is in the Braden area. UTSA gets Bryson Donnell in at running back with Brandon Tennyson still in at quarterback. They switch Overmeyer from left side to right side. Low snap. Brandon picks it up, zips one sideline left, and that was not the play that UTSA wanted to connect with that time. A.J. Wilson went inside. The pass went to the sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, they didn't appear to be on the same page. They didn't appear to be on the same book.
Well, Brandon got the ball off the ground, so I think mind was like, let's get rid of this as fast as we can. Second down and 10. 2:24 to play third quarter. And Jeff Traylor's going to burn a timeout.
UTSA, their first of the half, 30 seconds.
See, this is Jeff Traylor coaching right now. He's got some of those guys out there, and he wants to make sure that Tennyson gets out of this what he needs him to get out of this, because you never know when Tennyson's going to be the guy. You hope not, for Owen's sake.
Well, and with the plan, for whatever plans are worth from one season to the next, is for Owen to finish up this season, come back for his senior season next year. And you want to play Brandon win, and if you get him in situations where he can be successful. And remember, he is a redshirt freshman too, so he'll be a redshirt junior by the time he gets his chance to run the team. It'll be second down and 10 for UTSA back at the 25. And UTSA puts a couple of wide receivers. Elliott Burrows out there. Low snap again for Tennyson. Throws it to the sideline. Caught by Burrow, but it's a short gain to the 29-yard line. Third down and 6 coming up for UTSA. They are in a shootout in the match down in near Bradenton. 3-3 going to a shootout. We'll keep you posted on that for UTSA trying to advance in the American Conference Soccer Tournament. 3 wide receivers come to the right side and 1 on the left for UTSA. They send Burrow from motion to right to left, so there's 2 on the left side, another low snap, and Tennyson's in trouble, so escapes from the pocket. He'll take off running. He's got the 30, and he's hit from behind as he gets to the 33. Shy of the line to gain, he needed the 35. It's fourth down and 2.
Pretty good moves there and pretty good patience for Tennyson. He didn't just freak out in there. He got surrounded by South Florida defenders and then just made his way through and cut up the field.
Here comes Hogan to kick it away for UTSA. Brandon was almost there, but didn't quite get there.
Got to hand it to the girls soccer team for hanging in there with Memphis.
Well, and they've had a really good run this year. Here's the punt off the side of his foot. This is a little bit of a shank. 40-yard line, and is going to take a good UTSA roll inside the 30, still rolling inside the 25 and down at the 24-yard line. Derek Pittman has been the soccer coach from about the time that Lisa became the athletic director. And that's been an unbelievably terrific hire for UTSA. His teams won a conference championship in the Conference USA, and they have a 1-0 lead in the shootout. So with 52 seconds to play in the third quarter, the UTSA defense gets back on the field. And I'm looking down there, and they're going to bring in the backup quarterback. So Byron Brown's night's over. Gaston Moore is in as the quarterback, 6'2", 212 graduate from Hilton Head, North Carolina. He went to Central Florida and to Tennessee before coming here. They send Sullivan in motion. They throw a pass to the right sideline and immediately hit. Terrific knockout blow by Jacavian Rogers as soon as it was caught on the far side by Jaden Alexis. And he turned around, and Jacavian Rogers was right there to hit him in the shoulder pads. It's a loss back to the 21 and second down and 13. Two wide receivers on the right side. Back to pass again. He'll throw a fly pattern down the left sideline. He's got a man open, and it's incomplete. And K.K. Meyer was stride for stride that time with the receiver for South Florida, Jaquan Smith. And K.K. may have some cramps as he went right to the ground as soon as that play was over.
Official timeout. Injury to a defensive player.
USF is fans are booing like he's faking that. It's a 42-point lead. I don't think he's trying to kill the clock at all. Right now, UTSA has now gone up 2-1 against Memphis in the penalty kick, the shootout.
Educate me here. How many penalty kicks do you get?
You get 5 apiece, and then if it's still tied, then it goes to sudden death with penalty kicks.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if one makes it, and the other one misses, then it's over.
It's 2-1. Memphis has had 3 attempts. UTSA's had 2.
2-1 Memphis?
No, 2-1 UTSA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we'll keep you up to date on that. And K.K. Meyer is sitting up right now, and they're stretching out the calf and in the leg as if it is a cramp. So he'll be off the field here in just a bit.
Believe me, Brian Anderson knows everything you need to know about soccer. His family plays it all the time.
Well, I know enough to know I don't know very much.
I know nothing. They call it football. That's about all I know. There's a goal on each side.
It's now 3-1 UTSA after 3 attempts, so the Roadrunners are in big-time position down in South Florida.
Well, Memphis, if I understand this correctly, would have to make their last 2 and then prevent UTSA from getting any more.
UTSA's 3 for 3 in penalty kicks.
And it's got to be over because there's the 4th attempt. It does not show them making it. They can't catch UTSA now. This game should be over. Am I correct?
Three wide receivers come left for South Florida. And one to the right on 3rd down and 13 from the 21. 21 seconds to play in the third quarter. UTSA shifts on the defensive line. They empty the gun with Franklin going out as a wing back and a receiver now on the left. And they throw a screen pass on the left side at the 20-yard line and dropped immediately for a loss. The receiver was Joshua Porter, but the Roadrunners stop South Florida, and they're going to have to punt, but that punt will come in the fourth quarter as we're down to 5 seconds to play in the third. It's all South Florida in this game tonight. Right now it's 55-13. We head to the fourth, and this is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
Welcome back to Garage Makeovers, and it's time for the big reveal. Stan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, raise that door.
A new embossed license plate from myplates.com.
That's right, Stan. We've upgraded your car with a new premium embossed license plate from myplates.com. Embossed plates are back in Texas with 5 new designs to choose from, all holding up to 7 letters. So looking for a garage makeover? Emboss yours today at myplates.com.
This season, power your game day with Humex Hydrolit Advance, the hydration drink built for champions. Packed with 5 essential ions plus caffeine and choline, Hydrolit gives you the hydration and focus you need to go the distance. And now Humex is a proud sponsor of UTSA Athletics, fueling Roadrunners and fans all season long. Humex Hydrolit Advance, we got the juice.
A successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, an official partner of UTSA Athletics, is here to assist. Our holistic approach to retirement planning looks at your financial landscape so that we can create customized strategies that align with your long-term goals. Start planning your retirement today. Visit swdgroup.com or give us a call at 1-87-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Investment Group is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. UTSA Athletics is a paid sponsorship program. They are neither a current client nor an affiliated entity of, nor does it endorse SWD.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
We head to the fourth quarter. It's all South Florida in this one, 55-13. Let's pause 10 seconds for identification. This is the UTSA Sports Network.
This is Ticket 760, KTKR San Antonio, your home for your sport. Make us the #1 preset in your car and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
So good news for the UTSA women's soccer team. They beat one of the best teams in the country tonight, and they'll advance to the final on Sunday afternoon to take on Rice. And that is for a ticket to the NCAA tournament. Meanwhile here, it's been all South Florida. They've outgained UTSA 467 yards to 266 through 3 quarters. And South Florida is going to kick it away to UTSA when we get underway in the fourth. Basketball tomorrow in the Convocation Center. UTSA takes on SIU Edwardsville. We'll be on the air with the Credit Human pregame show at noon. And the tip-off is at 12:30. Jeff Traylor Radio Show Tuesday night, Rocco and Martillo. Men's basketball next Wednesday. And the men are also playing next week. We got a lot going on. We'll tell you all about that coming up as we progress through the fourth quarter and into the postgame show. One thing, let's remember, UTSA played North Texas. And North Texas dominated that game from pretty much after Robert Henry's first run of the game. This South Florida team went to Denton. It was 21-21 at the half. North Texas turned it over 4 times. It all led to touchdowns, and all of a sudden it was 49-21, and then it was 63-36. I think was the final, somewhere like that.
Yes.
So they beat a really good team in North Texas. I still can't figure out how they lost to Memphis. They beat Boise State and Florida earlier in the year, and they were in the game with Miami until the second half. Luke Goder, who is the second punter of the night for South Florida, is going to get a shot. With Amador standing back at the 40, here comes the line drive kick, and it's going to hit at the 50 and then scoot out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Let's see where they put the foot down. That ball never got more than about 15 feet off the ground. And UTSA will be set up on offense with the entire fourth quarter still to go. Do you like enjoying Bud Light while cheering on the runners? Then you can win the ultimate tailgate package from Bud Light. Just take a selfie in UTSA gear with a Bud Light and tag it #BirdsUpBudsUp, or submit your photo to goutsa.com/promotions, and you're eligible to win all season long. UTSA is getting some extra players in on offense. Jonah Miller's now the left tackle for UTSA. We'll see if we can identify others as we move along. First down, they send DJ Allen in motion from left to right. Here's a handoff up the middle to Peterson, and he plows forward near the 50-yard line. Going to be stopped just a little bit shy of that mark. It's second down.
Yeah, I like to. We've seen Peterson a few times this season, and I like his vision and the way he cut that back and found the open space to run through.
They give him 4. It's second down and 6. 30 seconds gone by, and they blow the whistle dead just as soon as the play dead, just as soon as Tennyson took the snap.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Number 73. Second down.
Makai Henderson in the game with Randall. They go out wide to the right. UTSA puts Allen out to the left along with, I think that's Houston Thomas. It's empty gun for Tennyson with Peterson back there as well. Another low snap and a throw over the middle, caught by Anderson. He gets hit from behind and then spins forward inside the 45, and he's going to be down around the 44-yard line. Nice hook up that time. Tennyson's had to pick the ball off the ground 2 or 3 times in this series with some low snaps.
Curious if his knee touched. I don't think they're going to have time to review it.
Here's the snap, and here's a handoff to Peterson, trying to find a hole off right tackle, and the pile stops as he gets to about the 42, so it'll be 2nd down and 6 for UTSA. More importantly, the clock runs with 13:40 to go. If you're wondering, the most points ever scored against UTSA was Oklahoma State in 2015. It was 69. Let's hope we don't get that far tonight. UTSA would like to get a long drive right here and get in the end zone. Wing left, pistol formation. Now they switch Overmeyer behind the left tackle. Here's a handoff to Peterson coming left, and then puts his head down and bulldozes his way to the 35.
Ooh.
That's going to be just shy of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and 1. UTSA on the night 2 of 6 on 6 of 14 on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more to go here. Right now, I think UTSA's eating up clock as well.
They bring Overmeyer in for the tush push. They got Thomas and Peterson to push him over the top, and they surge it forward, and it's going to be right on the marker. They need to get across the 35, and let's see where they put the foot down to see if he got it or not. They may have to run this play again. South Florida says they're short, but they don't get to make this decision. Let's see what the officials say.
That's not their call, is it?
And there's an injured player for South Florida sitting at the 34. The ball's between the 34 and the 35, and they have called it a 1st down.
Officials timeout for an injury to a defensive player.
Looks like an ankle issue for the South Florida player. That's the thing about that tush push. There's just such a mass of humanity.
Well, it's not. It's more than the quarterback sneak, because we've seen the quarterback sneak for 100 years, and you just grab it, try to find a hole or push forward. But now you've got the ability for your running backs or whoever you put behind the quarterback to shove with them and push them forward, and that creates more opportunities. I'm surprised quarterbacks haven't gotten injured from this. It's usually offensive and defensive lines, but quarterbacks need to get their footing before they make that surge, and sometimes somebody may push them before they actually have their feet set.
Yeah. Well, this one's a defensive lineman. It's one of the big guys. And they're looking at his ankle pretty close.
Roadrunner fans, show your UTSA pride everywhere you drive with a custom license plate from MyPlates.com. Choose your design, personalize it, and turn every trip into a Go Roadrunners moment. Order yours today at MyPlates.com. The injured defender is Ryan Jenkins. He comes off the field limping a little bit, but doesn't need any help. So he'll make his way to the sideline, and UTSA has 1st down at the 34. 12:20 to play in the 4th quarter. 55-13 is the score. South Florida's not been as proficient on offense, but they really haven't worked as hard in the second half either at doing that. They've only got 3 second-half points. UTSA trying to get some more points on the board here. They put 4 wide receivers on the left side, and now Peterson's going to come back towards the backfield, but doesn't come all the way there. Over the middle, caught by Barreau, tries to slip a tackle, but can't. He's tackled at the 32, so all of that's only a 2-yard pickup.
He had one man to beat, and if he beats him, he's gone. But you got to hand it to the defender. It's number 25. I can't find him on
Xavier Hamilton. They've got the 2 running backs in the game with, actually Bro's in the backfield right now, and he leaves the backfield and comes in motion to the left. Another low snap. Tennyson under pressure, avoids it, now takes off running towards the sideline, 30-yard line, 20-yard line, and out of bounds inside the 20, and a flag comes down. It's after the play was over, and we'll see if this is on a Roadrunner offensive lineman or if Jabari Smith was piling on, and they'll have a conversation around the 37-yard line to straighten all this out, but UTSA is coming backwards. So UTSA is getting more of its...
The result of the play is a first down. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 73, offense. 15-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10.
And that's Demetrius Allen, who's been around for 6 years there for UTSA. They'll move the ball back to the 36, but it is 1st down and 10. UTSA has Jonah Miller and Devron Williams on the left side of that offense. And we'll see if we can get the others here in a second. It's 1st and 10 for UTSA at the South Florida 36. Tennyson takes the snap, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, the snap is still something that they're struggling with in this game. Tennyson has consistently had to pick it up off the top of his shoes, and now it just wasn't snapped in
infraction,
time.
number 76, offense. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
That's Luke Lopez at center for UTSA. Marshall still in at right tackle for the Roadrunners. And I think Corey Godnick's the right guard right now. So it's 1st and 15 with 11:11 to go in the 4th quarter. Empty gun for Tennyson. 5 wide receivers in the pattern, 3 on the left side. Throw it to the right side. Caught at the 30-yard line. And down to the 29 goes Wilson. A.J. Wilson with the reception. That's a gain of 12, and UTSA will have 2nd down and about 3 coming up. Hardy goes left, Wilson goes right. Peterson stays in the game at running back, wing left, wing right for UTSA. Dennison takes the snap, hands it to Peterson, running off right tackle, then tries to spin back the other way, and is stopped at the line of scrimmage. May have lost about a half yard, and UTSA will have another 3rd down coming up.
That announcer's pretty fired up for a...
Yeah. Most of the, however many were here to begin with, have headed to the barn. It's 3rd down and 3 with 3rd down and 2 from the 28. Tennyson's got a receiver to either side, wing back left. Brandon gets the snap, throws it right sideline, and it's incomplete. Intended for A.J. Wilson. Good defense that time for South Florida. Jarvis Lee was in on the coverage. It'll be 4th and 3, 4th and 2. UTSA will go for it here under 10 minutes to go. So Jamel Hardy's going to come to the left side. A.J. Wilson goes to the right. Overmeyer is going to be wing left, and Houston Thomas is going to be flexed out as a tight end on the left. 4th down and 2 for UTSA, and here comes Hardy in motion. They throw the flanker screen to him. He drives to the 25, to the 22-yard line. He'll pick up the 1st down. I thought for a second he almost juggled that a little bit.
I thought he dropped it, but he picked it right up and headed straight downhill to try to get that 1st down, and he does, and UTSA continues with this drive.
They'll put Wilson and Hardy together over on the right side this time. 1st down at the 25-yard line. Peterson stays in at running back, wing back right. Overmeyer shifts to a fullback situation here, so they'll play fake it, and Peterson zipped it over the middle, juggling attempt, but Overmeyer can't haul it in. UTSA lucky that Ben Knox didn't pick it off, but it is incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was close to being an interception. I think if South Florida had been a little more into this a little bit, he might have dove for it or something, but Overmeyer, that one came in, got to him in a hurry. He just wasn't ready.
2nd and 10 at the 24, 9:18 to play. Rolling right is Tennyson, steps up in the pocket, now tries to run with it, does to the 20 and gets hammered at the 19. He'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 for UTSA, and the clock runs as we hit the 9-minute mark.
I like the way Tennyson plays. He is doing a good job, not forcing the ball in, tucking it, running it, and then when he's thrown the ball, for the most part, he's been pretty on target. He's at 8 of 11 for 57 yards.
He does throw the prettiest deep ball on the team.
Oh, boy, that one he threw against A&M was just drop dead gorgeous.
Anderson and Allen go to the left. Wide receiver over on the right side for UTSA. Check with me at the sideline. And DJ wants to know what the play clock was, or play change was. And I think Jeff's going to, he tried to call a timeout and didn't get it. Tennyson to throw towards the end zone for DJ Allen, just a little bit over his head. The play clock was about to expire. Jeff was about to call timeout. And it was one of those things where he pulled his hands back or didn't get the official's attention. And now it's going to be 4th and 5 at the 19 with 8:24 to play. So UTSA will send Anderson and Allen to the left. 2 wide receivers move right. Marion Peterson's the running back. It's 4th down and 5 to try to keep the drive alive. Snap it back to Tennyson, looking left. He's going to be hit as he throws, but he fires to Allen, who catches at the 6, makes him make that Anderson, and he scores. Makai Anderson into the end zone for UTSA as he got the defender turned around, and UTSA converts 4th and 5 for a UTSA touchdown.
Yeah, and Tennyson, he's going to ease his way off the field. I think he showed a little bit of toughness there himself because he got detonated on that one as he let it go. And great job by Anderson grabbing that ball, hitting the brakes, and getting his little fanny in the end zone for a much-needed UTSA pick-me-up.
So here's Michael Petro on for the point after. And UTSA can cut the lead to 35 here if he does. And margin of victory records were in jeopardy a little while ago. This extra point is good. And it's 55-20 with 8:17 to play in the 4th. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
Looking for shopping, dining, and entertainment all in one place? Come to The Rim, San Antonio's premier destination, with dozens of your favorite restaurants, stylish retail shops, and live events happening all year round. There's always something new to discover. Whether it's a family outing, a night out with friends, or a little retail therapy, The Rim has it all. Conveniently located off I-10, The Rim is where San Antonio comes to shop, dine, and explore. Visit therimsa.com to view all upcoming events.
If you love sports but don't love the pain of injuries, talk to the sports medicine specialists at UT Health San Antonio. As the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics, we're making lives better by offering the latest cutting-edge treatments to get you back in the game. From knees and hips to spines, hands, and shoulders. To find an orthopedic specialist, call 210-450-9300 or visit uthealthcare.org/ortho.
From gridlock to the gridiron, Subaru is committed to everyone arriving safely. Every Subaru at North Park Subaru starts with safety. From the award-winning EyeSight driver assist technology to the innovative driver-focused distraction mitigation system, driving a Subaru is like having your own personal offensive guard. Discover the award-winning Subaru lineup at North Park Subaru, San Antonio's #1 Subaru retailer and proud member of the Kalig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships. Hey, Roadrunners, need a boost to power through class, workouts, or game day? Grab Nerd Focus Energy Drink packed with the energy you need to stay sharp and unstoppable. Fuel your focus, crush your goals, and keep the energy flowing all day long. Nerd Focus contains our proprietary blend of nootropics that enhance focus and concentration, boost stamina and strength, and ramp up motivation. Pick up Nerd Focus Energy Drink at your local HEB and level up your game.
UTSA goes on a 15-play, 55-yard drive, 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Makai Anderson gets, I think that's his first UTSA touchdown. I don't recall him ever scoring before, so congrats to him on that. For all your roofing needs, the only call you need to make is to Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors, 485-1553, idealroofers.com. Ed, what was the thought on the sideline after Makai caught that one?
Well, I mean, you know, some of these players are engaged. The coaches haven't stopped coaching. They're still going over stuff. I think what they're finding out is that these guys still have some spirit and some pride. There's still some fight there. And these guys are making a case for themselves, not just for this year, but for next year, that going out there and playing. So they're still very much locked into what they have to do out there.
Well, and UTSA is getting a lot of reserves in the game. The guys that are probably third and fourth teamers that are part of the trip, they take about 75 to 80 players. When UTSA was in Conference USA, there was a rule that you could only travel 70. That rule doesn't exist in the American Conference. You can travel as many as you want. UTSA typically, depending on the game, will do between 78 and 82. Here's the fair catch made by Isaac, and South Florida will have it at the 25.
I just got an alert on my phone that I've never seen before.
And that is?
The danger of falling iguanas. Once it gets below 45 degrees, they pass out, fall out of trees, and they say, don't mess with them. They're not dead. Okay. I swear to God, I just got an alert that since I'm in Florida, watch out for falling iguanas.
Well, Jay, I can attest that is true.
Well, Brian Anderson behind me saying it, here's a yep.
It's a long ways from 45 degrees.
Well, I mean, that front's going to come through probably Sunday or Monday.
Here's a handoff to Franklin coming right, and he gets out to about the 28-yard line. Well,
we need to make sure.
The soccer team may need to worry about that, but we won't be here on Sunday.
We need to make sure. Watch out for falling iguanas. Oh, and they're not dead.
So it'll be second down and 7 at the 28-yard line.
It's true. They thaw out and come back.
Well, I tend to get a little
you don't like below 45
I
either.
don't like below 60. What are you talking about?
Well, if you start falling down, though, that's the...
I'm not dead. Second down and 7 at the 28. And Gaston Moore is still the quarterback for the Bulls. This broadcast has gone into the delirious stage. Here's the handoff coming right as Franklin to the 30-yard line and pushed out of bounds by Elijah Newell at the 33.
Jay, it's a temporary reptilian rub-out is what that is.
Only you would know that. That is trivia that none of us have gotten to yet.
Well, you have to be from here to know some of that.
And a little weird.
15 on the play clock as we kill more time for South Florida here. Gaston Moore got his wide receivers in a bunch over on the left side. It's third down and 3 at the 32. He looks to throw, and he's going to fumble the football around the 20, and he falls on it at the 17. UTSA got a couple of guys back there. Brandon Tucker was one that I think got there first and may have caused the fumble, and the ball's all the way back to the 18-yard line, and UTSA is going to get it back, and South Florida is going to have to kick it again as David Amador comes in to return the kick, which will probably be a fair catch.
Clock's still running, but it's going to be close to 6 minutes to go by the time they get this punt off. So UTSA still has time to do some work and do some practicing.
Here's the kick towards the sideline, and it's going to sail out of bounds around midfield, I think. So UTSA is going to get some pretty good field position here. And it's going to be in UTSA territory, or in South Florida territory at the 40-yard line.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout with 6:03 to play in the game. It's all South Florida, 55-20. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kaylee Gatto Group.
Go Roadrunners! And when you're looking for another winner, think Ancira.com. Browse through thousands of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and RVs. Shop for your next new Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford, Buick, or GMC. Or if you're looking for an import, we have a huge selection of Nissans, VWs, and Kias. Or for your home away from home, a full line of RVs and campers. And you'll always get the lowest Ancira price, in-store or online at Ancira.com.
Roadrunner fans, the excitement doesn't stop when the game is over. Keep the spirit going at the Rocket La Cantera, San Antonio's community destination for fun, entertainment, and connection. Every month, you'll find free events for everyone, from live sports watch parties where you can cheer with fellow fans to concerts that bring the music alive and family-friendly movie nights under the stars. It's the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and be part of the community. Don't miss out. Check out the full lineup of events at theRocketLaCantera.com and join the fun all year long.
In football, the best team wins games. And when San Antonio needs to stay comfortable, my go-to is San Antonio's #1 family-owned AC team, Cowboys AC.
The home team at Cowboys AC has your comfort covered. Get our Rowdy-approved fall tune-up for $69. Our all-star techs keep your system in the game all season. Or your money back. Don't fumble. Call Cowboys AC and score your $69 fall tune-up today.
Cowboys AC, your home team for comfort and official sponsor of UTSA football.
Howdy, y'all, from Pedrati's Ranch. Are you ready to take your company event to the next level? Well, we've got all the space you need for epic company picnics, magical Christmas parties, productive company meetings, and team-building experiences that leave your crew with big smiles and unstoppable determination. We're proud to be family-owned and operated, and our roots run as deep as our commitment to Texas hospitality. Here at Pedrati's Ranch, you're more than just a company, you are family. Check us out today at Pedratis.com. That's Pedratis.com.
SureMed Emergency Medical Service, proud to serve San Antonio with trusted professional ambulance services 24/7. Safely presented by SureMed EMS, the official EMS partner of UTSA Athletics. And Bud Light proudly welcomes back UTSA fans to the Alamo Dome this year. Bud Light is for the fans. So UTSA will get another crack at making this game a little bit more respectable. And Brandon Tennyson has had a pretty good second half in relief of Owen McCown. There was no real reason for Owen to play in the second half with the game so lopsided. UTSA doesn't want to get him injured. They're going to need him next week at Charlotte and for those final two home games with East Carolina and Army. And UTSA has 3 games. They need to win 2 of them to put themselves in bowl eligibility. There's a good possibility they could win all 3, but they're going to have to get a road win next week at Charlotte, and they haven't won on the road in a couple of years in the conference.
Well, 6-6 makes you bowl eligible.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
It doesn't guarantee you anything. 7-5 would
Much,
be a lot more comfortable.
Well, but I think there's so many bowl games now. It's hard to find enough teams. Here's a pass out on the right side to Burrow at the 50. Cuts up 45, heads to the sideline and down at the 40-yard line or just shy of it. We're under 6 minutes to go in the game, and UTSA was able to pick up 5 on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Is there a possibility of the Bahamas Bowl?
I hope not. That's not an easy place to get to. 3 wide receivers on the left. I don't think it is anymore. I think that's a Conference USA Bowl. Back to pass, and a pass to Randall on the left side at the 40, 35-yard line, down to the 33.
Ooh, please get up, Randall.
Yeah, I thought he got a good good hit to the shoulder that time, but he appears to be okay.
He's asking to come out, I think.
Randall is going to come out, and UTSA is going to get a sub in with Jamel Hardy. Randall may have gotten shaken up on that play. That gives South Florida a chance to get somebody in. And the play clock is at 12, so Brandon's going to have to snap it pretty quickly here because they take their sweet time getting off the field. Down to 6, down to 5, bracketed running backs in the backfield, handed to Donnell sweeping right, stopped at the 32-yard line. He'll only get a yard. It'll be 2nd down for UTSA.
That actually looked like it had something going well there, and then up jumped one of the defensive linemen and just smothered.
Devin Skur in the game at tight end. He's flexed out to the left, bracketed by 2 wide receivers. Here's Donnell with the handoff, and he stumbles forward and finds his way around the 25-yard line for an 8-yard pickup. 3rd down and 2 coming up. I've noticed tonight when UTSA gets to the edge, and almost every team they played this year, including Texas A&M, when they get to the edge, they win the speed battle. South Florida's won that battle tonight. Here's a screen pass left side to Burrow, 20-yard line. Nice move at the 20. He's to the 10. He's to the 5, and he's out of bounds right shy of the 5-yard line between the 5 and the 6.
Good hard work there by Burrow. He's 5'7", 160 pounds, and he moves like a little water bug.
And he plays with a huge heart, too. 3 wide receivers over on the right side. Donnell's the running back. Snap it to Tennyson, rolling out to his right, looking towards the end zone. No one's there, then chunks it away, incomplete. Burrow was there, but Burrow at 5'7" would have had to be about 10'7" to catch that one.
Smart decision.
Officials timeout for an injury to a defensive player.
And they're going to check out whoever that is for South Florida. I guess he's over on the UTSA sideline.
I see him now. It's like 40-something, 41.
Smith.
Timeout on the field.
Jabari Smith. Timeout with 3:39 to play. 55-20 South Florida. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
Grilling is a year-round tradition in Texas, and HEB has everything you need to become the master of the grill. So get everything to satisfy your cravings, from HEB Prime 1 Dino ribs and brisket steak burgers to traditional cuts like beef inside skirt steak, available in premium grades like HEB Wagyu and HEB Grass-Fed. Now you know. Come to HEB to fire up your grill to enjoy a delicious barbecue with friends and family. HEB. Here, everything's better.
Prestige ER is a fully equipped, full-service emergency room. We listen to every patient and make sure you get the best possible care. The benefits are short waits, our personalized approach, and faster service. Equipped with X-ray, CT, and ultrasound, there are 4 locations across 1604, giving you another choice to get the care and attention you deserve. Here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Prestige Emergency Room. Emergencies don't wait, and neither should you.
Roadrunner fans, the action's heating up, and so is our commitment to this city. Sherman Emergency Medical Services is proud to back San Antonio's first responders. As the only veteran and locally owned ambulance company in San Antonio, we're here for you 24/7 with care you can count on. SherMed EMS, fueled by pride, powered by service, and proud to serve the Alamo City.
You don't need an excuse to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We're going to give you 3. Wings, beer, sports. Wings. Our wings are covered with any of 26 signature flavors. Buy one, get one every Tuesday. Beer. 20 ice-cold varieties of draft beer plus dozens more in cans and bottles. Happy hour daily from 3 to 6. Sports. The Roadrunners are always on, as is any game you want to see. There are 8 area locations in the 210. Buffalo Wild Wings. Say it with me. Wings, beer, sports.
We're coming to you live from the UT Health San Antonio broadcast booth, the official healthcare partner of UTSA Athletics. In second station ID, this is the UTSA Sports Network.
This is Ticket 760, KTKR San Antonio, your home for your sport. Make us the #1 preset in your car and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Credit Human is proud to be an official sponsor of the Roadrunners. Check them out at credithuman.com and go Runners. 3:39 to play in the game. Second and goal for UTSA at the 6. Trying to get a little bit closer to South Florida. This game started ominously for UTSA with a pick 6 on the first play of the game for South Florida. And then UTSA drove it to the 2, and Owen McCown trying to get his arm up to throw a pass. Didn't get his arm up before the South Florida blitz got there. And it was a 98-yard fumble recovery, scoop and score to make it 14-0. And South Florida never got on the field until 2 minutes to go in the first quarter offensively. Donnell's the running back. And Tennyson takes the snap, looks to his left, throws to Hardy, and he got pushed. Where was the flag on that?
Well, I don't think it was catchable.
Well, I don't either, but he still got pushed. I guess right now I'm kind of hoping for something.
Well, that was just one of those passes. He can't call, the official can't call pass interference on a ball that poorly thrown.
So it is third and goal from the 6 with 3.5 to go, just over that, 3:35. 5 wide receivers, empty gun for Tennyson. They match up man-to-man for South Florida.
Run the draw, they're spread out.
And here's Tennyson to take the snap, and he's going to try to get away, but not from that defense, and he's sacked back at the 10-yard line. Down to 3:25 to go, and Jeff Traylor says, let's kick a field goal.
Tennyson was hit hard on that play.
That might be why he decided to kick the field goal. Yeah, they spread them out all the way across the field, and I thought a quarterback draw there would have been pretty good.
So they'll spot the ball at the 18-yard line, or 17, somewhere around there. 17, 18-yard line. Let's call it a 27-yard field goal try for Michael Petro right in the middle of the field. And the snap is back, and Michael puts it through, and that makes it 55-23 with 2:46 to play. And UTSA will kick it away. I would imagine South Florida will run a play or two to get us to the 2-minute warning, and we'll wrap this up from there.
When you look at the stat sheet, when we go over it in the second half, you're not going to see a dominating South Florida win except for one thing. 17 and a half minutes time of possession and 55 points.
Well,
and 460 yards.
14 of those 55 were the defense.
But you also look at 460 yards and 17. It's about 20 yards a minute. Well, it's a little over 20 yards a minute.
When UTSA won a week ago tonight against Tulane, Jeff in the post-game room with the rest of the media, after he gets done with us, he does a media deal in the interview room, and he said, we're going to get a lot of sunshine thrown our way for the next week, and we're going to have to go play the best team in the conference by far. And I haven't seen Memphis play this year. I've seen Tulane, and I've seen North Texas, and take nothing away from Drew Messemaker. I think he's going to be an NIL a big-time signee this year, as this ball is going to go into the end zone and be brought back for a touchback. And I think Drew's going to get paid 7 figures to go play quarterback for somebody else next year, and especially if Eric Morris goes someplace else too. But this offense and this defense and the speed and size of this team reminds me of some of the Power 4 teams that UTSA's played over the years.
Yes, I don't disagree. Look at Brown's stat sheet. I mean, 14 of 15 for 239 yards, and he ran 9 times for 109.
Gaston Moore still in at quarterback. He turns and hands the ball off, and a run up the middle all the way out to the 37-yard line. They bring in their 4th running back. Well, there's no number 20 on the list. That's who ran it. And I guess his last name is Johnson, but I don't have a 20 on my roster.
Let's see.
Maybe there is one on the other one.
Jalen Johnson, 5'9", 195 junior, out of Georgia.
So Jalen Johnson picks up 12 to the 37, and they're going to let the clock run down to the 2-minute timeout. And we'll get a chance to visit here during this 2-minute timeout. And while we do that, let's remind you that the UTSA women's soccer team today was down 3-1 in the
2-minute timeout
in the 84th minute. And somehow they came back to score 2 goals before the game was ended. It went into overtime, and then it went into to penalty kicks. And UTSA won the penalty kicks 3-1, and they're going to play Rice in the championship game on Sunday afternoon to determine who goes to the NCAA tournament. Memphis may get an at-large bid anyway. They're a top 5 team in the country, but UTSA with a shocking upset, and that was about an hour or so down the road just south of Tampa here. Tomorrow, UTSA men's basketball against SIU Edwardsville. We're on the air at noon. The tip-off at 12:30. The UTSA women play Saturday over in Houston against the Cougars. 6:30 is the air time for that one. Neil Raphael has the call for the women's games this year. And then men's and women's basketball next Wednesday and Thursday. The men play at Texas State on Wednesday. The women play Texas State at home on Thursday. Next Saturday is a tremendously busy day for everyone, because not only are we going to be in Charlotte for a 9 a.m. airtime and 11 a.m. kick against the 49ers, but men's basketball is going to be in Denver, and they're going to take on the Pioneers, and that is a 12:30 start. That will move to 93.3 KRPT, and that station on the iHeart app and on GoUTSA.com. And Bill Schoening is going to call that game for us, because I have not gotten the cloning shot yet to where I can be in 2 places at once.
Thank goodness.
Nor do I want to be cloned. There's one of me is enough.
Sometimes that's too much.
It may be.
Yeah, but there's some good eating spots in Denver too. So,
well, I'm hoping there's one in Charlotte, because that's where I'm going to be. But Bill will have the call of that. Then they overlap, and lots of things going on next Saturday as well as we move into the stretch run of the college football season. Congratulations again tonight to Derek Pittman and the UTSA soccer team with a stunning upset over Memphis, and they get to They get to play in the championship game on Saturday or Sunday. So
yeah, that's pretty impressive stuff. The girls soccer team. I mean, Dr. Campos, we were talking about it last night. That's a big hill to climb, and we hope we can get in there and give it all we got. Sure enough, they pulled it out of their fanny.
Her seat on the charter is available now for anybody that wants to go home.
That's right.
Because she's staying here to watch soccer on Sunday.
She said she packed for 5 days. That's right.
She did. And so
you like that confidence. I like that.
Well, if you don't pack for 5 days, you're in trouble. You're
going
to
go shopping.
You're going to be either going shopping or you're going to be visiting a dry cleaner someplace or a laundromat.
I bet she didn't pack
Pat
for the kind of weather.
I was just wondering, can I have her seat?
No, you can't. You have to sit in the back with the rest of us.
Darn.
I wonder if she packed for the weather that's coming. That has iguanas falling out of trees.
Who knows?
She'll let out a blood-curdling scream if that happens. I can guarantee you that.
So we're ready to get this last 2 minutes of the game underway. South Florida with a 55-23 lead. And the Bulls have it 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And Connecticut says we can finish it up here. UTSA's got a bunch of reserves in on defense. We'll try to get as many of them as we can acknowledged. And here is a kneel down. So they're already in victory formation. So there's not a lot of reason to do that, but I do see Chris Bryson out there as a defensive player for UTSA. Ian Jackson, a third-string linebacker. Armani Rue is on the field. Brandon Jacob. UTSA can play these guys in 4 games and the bowl game and still be eligible to be a redshirt this year and come back next year. So it'll be 2nd down, and they can run the clock down here again. The play clock's down to 5, down to 4, and the snap comes back to Moore, and he takes another knee, and they'll have to wait till the clock dips under 40 seconds and do it one more time. Donald Quate's in the game on defense for UTSA. Arian Burrow, Elliott's brother's out there. And we're down to 50 seconds to play with the play clock at 18. So give us 10 more seconds or so, and this game will be over. And UTSA gets an extra couple of days to get ready for Charlotte a week from Saturday. Here's the final snap. He takes a knee, 37 seconds to go in the game. That's the ball game. And South Florida continues to be one of the top teams in the American Conference. And they beat the Roadrunners 55-23 here in Tampa tonight. Alex Golish and Jeff Traylor with a hug at midfield. He congratulates a couple of the other coaches. And that's the ball game. We'll come back to South Florida in just a moment. UTSA falls 55-23. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kaylee Gatto Group.
Grilling is a year-round tradition in Texas, and H-E-B has everything you need to become the master of the grill. So get everything to satisfy your cravings, from H-E-B Prime 1 Dino ribs and brisket steak burgers to traditional cuts like beef inside skirt steak, available in premium grades like H-E-B Wagyu and H-E-B grass-fed. Now you know. Come to H-E-B to fire up your grill to enjoy a delicious barbecue with friends and family. H-E-B. Here, everything's better.
At Frost Bank, we believe young people are fearless. Look at the 2 biggest tech companies, both created by people under 25. Or when the world's biggest band flew over from England, they were all under 25. Our youngest customers are capable of amazing achievements, but they're still figuring out who they are. So we help by waiving the monthly service charge on certain accounts for account holders under age 25. It's about supporting the next generation. It's about more than money. Frost Bank.
Attention Roadrunners, Taco Cabana is a proud supporter of UTSA Athletics. Download the MyTC Rewards app and sign up to get a $5 reward plus additional offers and discounts. Plus, you can locate the closest Taco Cabana to take full advantage of our mobile ordering feature. So, before you throw your birds up, make sure you're fueled up. Order online or through the MyTC Rewards app for frequent, exclusive discounts on all your favorite menu items.
Hi, this is James for Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors. When you need a company to inspect your roof for damages, make sure that inspection is free and the company is reliable. With 30 years experience, we've taken care of thousands of San Antonio homes. We are a GAF Master Elite contractor and veteran-owned business. We are Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors. Roofing, siding, and gutters. The only call you need to make. 210-485-1553 or idealprecisionroofing.com, the official roofer for UTSA Athletics.
Hey, Roadrunner fans, are you ready to take your future to new heights? The Texas Air National Guard is calling you. Serve part-time, stay close to home, and enjoy benefits like tuition assistance and real-world career experience. Make a difference for Texas and for your future. Texas Air National Guard, birds up. And you can call Cowboys Air Conditioning and Heating day or night at 210-934-2077 to take advantage of their 1-hour arrival guarantee. Cowboys AC is the official HVAC sponsor of UTSA Athletics. Go local, go Cowboys, go Roadrunners. UTSA falls tonight to South Florida 55-23. Tough night for the Roadrunners. Got off to a slow start with a couple of defensive scores by South Florida. That set the tone in this game, and UTSA could not sustain what South Florida had to throw at them this evening. Coming up on the Frostbank postgame report, we'll hear from Jeff Traylor, maybe a player. We'll check the stat sheet, the scoreboard, and recap the game with a few highlights from this game as well. The final score from Raymond James Stadium in South Florida, in Tampa, UTSA falls to South Florida 55-23. This is Roadrunners football on the UTSA Sports Network, driven by North Park Subaru, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group.
This has been UTSA Roadrunner football on the UTSA Sports Network. UTSA Roadrunner football is brought to you by Wainwright. Wainwright, official injury attorney of UTSA Athletics. Call 888-8888 for Wainwright. By UT Health San Antonio, the official medical care provider of UTSA Athletics. By HEB. HEB, here, everything's better. By Taco Cabana. And by the Kalig Auto Group. Stay tuned. The Frostbank postgame show coming up next on the UTSA Sports Network.
Winning record settlements for injured Texans, Wainwright has been recognized every year since 2007 by National Trial Lawyers as a top 100 trial lawyer. Wainwright Injury Lawyers. Don't wait. Call 888-8888. San Antonio. Reasonable thinking leads to choosing a person